I still have a journal that I bought when I worked at Walden Books 20 years ago. And oh, that's me talking on screen. Let me mute myself
Yeah.
here. Anyway, hi everyone.
And we're
I have a
live.
journal that is a vampire's coffin. It's like a 3D rubber coffin with the hand like coming out. I still have that in the other room. I could probably use that for campaign notes or whatever, but no need.
Nice. Oh, yeah. Like, look at how cool this is,
It
right?
looks
It's
so
super
cool
cool. It's so on brand. It's
because it
yeah,
says
and on the
notebook. I
inside,
mean, clearly.
it's big Post-its. And not only that, I went to see, like, okay, how is it attached? It's literally Post-its glued. They're just glued in there.
Oh,
So,
That's gross.
but you know what?
that's
You
gross.
know
Oh no.
what is?
Yeah.
Um, have you watered your microphone vines? And maybe they're a little dry.
Oh, I bet that's what it is. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I accidentally had one up. I'm sorry about that. Right. Oh, yeah.
Here.
Hmm.
Woof.
Cookie time! Yee! I'm being really loud with my clicks too. No? Okay. I can try talking. I can't necessarily
Eric,
say
you're
that I'm gonna
muted
be
on
any good at
You're
screen.
it, but
muted. That might be him.
oh, yep.
I'm muted on stream. I know. We're fixing her audio. And if
There we
I'm
go.
talking, it puts her through at the same time if I am unmuted for what I'm doing. Because I have to play with noise gates, and if I have noise gates up while my audio is going, I hear myself, and I don't want to hear myself. So awesome. Yours is good.
Hurrah.
I think that's everything. Todd gave me this dirty look. Would you like to do audio next time?
Sorry, no, it's funny because it's the third episode in a row where we started out where you were muted. So I was like, he's doing it on purpose, I bet.
It's his thing.
When I check everybody's
So
audio, I have to hear mine. Sorry, I have to mute mine or I hear myself when I fix everybody's audios. So the show starts with the audio muted so I can check everybody's audio in mine. Because I do, or otherwise I hear myself, which sucks. Oh yeah,
And hear
Voss.
Voss. Yeah.
He's dead.
Imagine that.
Oh, no.
His character's
gone.
dead. No, Voss
He
isn't going to
rolled
be
off
here.
screen.
His mom was in town and he's visiting his mother in real life. But we'll see what happens for the show. We're in a predicament. this group is in a very dangerous situation, and I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. I can tell you on the background in our like live show in our episode notes, we're fucked. The list of notes for so my group has a whole bunch of notes, and they have like individual channels for each one of their characters to keep notes in. I have a GM note section in Discord where I compile all their stuff together, and on my portrait monitor, when I blow it all the way up, it is 4 whole pages of scrolling.
I'm just thinking now, like, I don't know if you can count how many posts are in a thread on Discord, but I bet you if you were to compare all the individual character posts, like you'll go like Voss, 700, Lillian Foxglove, 500, because she hasn't been with us for the whole thing. Everston, like for me, probably like 400, and then you get to Nora's page, and it's like 7,000 posts because she's got a constant strategy going at all times.
Just in her
Kelly's-
private chat. Hold on. What is it? It's
I don't mean to call you out.
from KJ.
It's like the investigator was made for me and my note taking, Todd.
It's true. It's true.
Absolutely.
From Nora
Rogue
Tenwick.
for you.
Total.
Rogue with a salary,
That's right.
but no good class.
What was
that
your guess,
can't
Todd?
do
Are you
anything.
talking about how many times she's basically hit enter?
Yeah.
Are you talking just in her private chat?
I mean, just in her chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
4,281. That is total enters hit or total times posted in the Discord in total. I could probably do it by channel, but I haven't done that. I mean, you could look at Grave Letter. Since Grave Letter's been running, the level kind of gives you an indicator.
I'm number 2 on our Discord, only to you, Eric, because you post everything at all times. But mine's just memes and.
I was gonna say I post like
jokes.
blocks of text.
Yeah, hers would be higher if she typed like my mother does. Line, enter, line, enter.
Got some folks where like I'll get a message in Discord or like a text message. It's like 7 lines that are basically 1.5 sentences. It's like, just put it in one message.
It's true. It's
It's
true.
not that hard.
I say that
You're
shit
not
all the
paid
time.
by the send.
I think it's because people type as they're thinking out loud, and they finish their statement. They hit send instead of just return. So this is another
In my
line.
thread.
I type in bullet points. I'm fucking horrible. Like I add bullet points, everything to break it down because I want people to at least read the fucking bullet point. From doing
I write out
business
everything
emails.
in one post for Discord, and then I go back and edit it before I hit return because I don't. There's like almost like a shame in having to edit it after you've posted it. Like, oh no, I got to change this period to a comma or whatever.
Nope.
But I do that.
I
But
just assume I'm gonna have to edit every post I make, and I tend to keep notes in the same fashion where I'll like put something in there and then I'll go back a day later and like add to it and be like, oh, I changed it now.
It is not a
Also,
16-inch.
can't do that, or I'd be a hypocrite for that shirt design that I made a while back that says autocorrect does not preclude proofreading. It's like it doesn't.
I'm just looking at one of the
Perfectly-
posts I made.
I write in
like
Grammarly.
the thread. I'm looking at one of the posts I made for our thread about dealing with Arcane. That thing is like a page and a half by
Right,
itself.
but that's one enter.
That's one enter.
We're not talking lines of text.
No,
I don't have a way. I don't think I have a way to judge that.
Even by the word would be in 6 digits.
In the admin section, I can like
Uh,
pull up someone's name and see like how many times they've hit enter or who talks the
Right.
most and shit like that, or who hasn't been active for a while, shit like that. But yeah, our notes, Kelly and I's notes between each other for Nora are stupid, and it's just so we don't clutter airtime, so it doesn't turn into Murder
Right.
She Wrote Nora edition. Like
oh my gosh.
it's so close to that right now. The Angela Lansbury abandoned.
That's right.
Okay, but Kelly, here's the thing.
No.
Would you be opposed to a Brindlewood Bay starring
No,
Nor-
Nora's not going to another show.
alternate universe Nora?
She'll retire to a little cove somewhere, and she'll have a show called Crime Scene She Investigated.
Hilarious. That's fucking funny.
It'll be the Penny Dreadfuls.
It'd be Penny Dreadful.
Stratagem she devised.
Yes.
So we did that. I wanted to go over a couple things. So let me see who's in the chat. I don't want to say stuff unless they're
Yes.
here.
Ghost notes she took.
We got a few in here. So I see Kyler's in here, AW's in here, J Hood's in here. A couple of new people I've not seen before. I know Serving Hands will be here later. She doesn't get off work till later, and then I think Anna will probably show up later because she usually isn't here till later either. So because of cards, I wanted to go over this in the pre-show, so we're not doing it during the main show. The Studium.
Are you a bot? If you're a bot, you have to tell me it's the law.
The Studium is now got 6 points in it, or 6 cards. That means 6 legendary Studiums have showed up, which is so fucking weird to me. because we don't get legendaries that often, but for some reason this legendary, and I don't have it on like more frequently, nothing. I checked it. Apparently it really wants to be found. It's not craftable either.
I think Streamlinks is like, wow, you guys are fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. Let's help these people. So the Studium is now level 6, which means they get 6 victory point conditions during research. If you go on Archives of Nethys for Pathfinder 2, basically they have like victory point conditions. So think of them like, I call them mini games. That's not what they're called. They're called like sub something or another. Subsystems, I think. And the subsystems are, there's a whole bunch of different ones. There's a really cool one for like mage duels and shit like that. Research is one of them. And every time you roll a success, you get a point. A crit gets you 2 points. A failure gets you nothing. A critical failure can have things happen. We've used a very similar system for not just research. We also did it for airship combat, which is super fun. I would love to kind of do that again for some big narrative swath combats. I will not be doing that for the Darkane combat because that would be too easy. And I don't want that. So anyways, 6 of those were done. That's between KJ, Serving Hands, and Nessie. But the other thing that happened, we haven't had a lot of minters our first season and second season. And then this season, we've had we had one in 2020 from Trickster for our Gale Minter. And then on 6/14 of this year, Serving Hands got a Gale Minter. And then Nessie got a Gale Minter last month for us on the 22nd. And then we have Squall Minters. We only have 2 between KJ and Strength. I love that the players found the Squall Minters to give themselves money. For those who don't know, every downtime action, those give every 2 weeks of real time in the real world, every 2 weeks gives them 200 gales per minter. And that's even for the seasons that we're off. Like our season in between that we do, like when we're getting ready to do our new show, I even count those months because I'm lazy and I'm not going to track them individually. So I just count those and give them the money because I don't want to track that shit. It's so fucking annoying. So we did that. I did totals yesterday or today. Today I did them. The Minters have provided 12,400 gales. And the the Squall Minters is 1,600. We are currently at 56,530 Squalls that have been played. And 26,866 gales. And a lot of our gales get spent on upgrading the town and doing stuff. The Studium is a exception to that rule because it's Dream Matter. She just needs the Dream Matter to do it, and that's what those cards represent. So she just makes it as it goes on. So you guys have money. The thing we don't have right now, and this is very important, our hero points are fucked. Hero points for the show, everybody. Are we ready? Hero points. Nora has used 15 of 21 this season. Everston has used 16 of 16. Foxglove has used 18 of 18. And Voss has used 19 of 19.
So if your math skills aren't at it right now, that means Nora's the only one with hero points.
Nora is the only person with hero points. And there's a reason for that. I mean, I upgraded hero points to epic cards because I wanted them to be harder because we have so many patches that have went out. Most cast members have 2 patches. I swear to God. And I think Amir's got 3 now.
Yeah, like 2 or 3.
And he bought them for his character because he could use them during Living Ethauntia. He's like, oh, I'm going to use my patch for myself. Which brings me to the next part. We're going to start having more Living Ethauntias. So if you were around on Monday's show, I am not going to be doing anything on Norse Foundry anymore after our last show of this month. There may be other things that happen on Norse Foundry. I don't know. I don't have the details for that. What's up, DK?
Hey, thanks for the sub.
Thanks for the resub. I don't know what's going on over there for that stuff because I'm not going to be privy to that information after the end of this month. Amicable split, just different things are wanted. So I'm going to be bringing cast over here and shows over here. So the Monday night show will continue. It'll be a new show. We're still going to do a Monday night thing with the same crew, as far as I know. Drew will have a choice to make. Because of the show we're doing, I don't think he's going to want to be on both shows. Because it just ups his chance to die real quick. So before we do campaign 2 for Ethauntia, we're going to be doing my Dragonlance meets Game of Thrones. And somebody came up with a wonderful name, A Song of Lance and Fire. And that might be the subtitle, the subtext that I use for our Dragonlance. I'm going to be using the adventure that came out, but I'm going to be 100% making it our own because, as my friends here know, I fucking hate running pre-written material. I hate it. But I do like the concept of what this one is. It's all about like a theater of war. And we're going to be doing, currently my concept is, I think we're going to be doing a show on Monday and a show on Tuesday. And both of them are going to be Dragonlance, and they're going to be interwoven somehow, which I'm super excited for because I love backstabbery stuff during shows. I know that Kelly loves backstabbery stuff during shows.
I do.
In our last 5e game, Kelly played were you a rogue?
I was a fighter.
Oh, a fighter that was not seen for 7 fucking episodes. Actual episodes. No one saw her character for 7 actual episodes. So that is a skill because we put passive perception and passive stealth in, which I'm going to be carrying over to the show. I think it works amazingly for like cinema feel for stuff. And I'm going to be bringing some Deathbringer rules and shit like that. And then we're going to, when that's done, go in our campaign 2 for this because I need time to really prep for our campaign 2. But yeah, so those who are upset about Norse Foundry kind of shutting off the lights for what we're doing, I have no control over that. But it doesn't matter because I just get to triple down on here and take all the stuff I've learned there and do it here. So fuck it. DK, did you get your Ogre Force book? You said you were going to check for me. I wanted to know if you got it or not. I sent that thing fucking months ago after I got all the signatures for everybody. Did you get it? Let me know if you did not get it. Because if you didn't get it, Mage Hand sent me more editions as
Nice.
as a hey yo, are you still gonna run Ogre Force again? I was like, maybe. I have 1 or 2 more places to look.
Wow.
What do you have? Like infinite mailboxes? What is this? Hogwarts? Let me know.
Different clean rooms.
Well, because there's signatures in the front of it from each of the... I'll just say it now. I didn't want to do it live, but I had everybody do a signature as their character, and I duped those into the cover of the book. So I wanted to make sure you had, like, the signed copy from the cast, and that... Because you won that, so if you didn't get it, let me know. I'll send another one out to you. I'll just redo it. It'll take me a day to redo the signatures because they have to dry, but other than that, because they're in the colors and all that kind of shit. It's super fucking cool. So let me know if... I'll box it up and send a second one for you. Oh, okay. Well, I trust you. Just let me know, DK. If you didn't get it, I'll send another one out to you, bud. With that said, dice are just about done. I think they'll be shipped to me here either over the holidays or the first week of January, and I'll ship those out. Cast should be getting all theirs this week, it looks like, from the shipping updates that I have. I was hoping we'd have it for this show, but it looks like you're going to have them for the final show. I think most of the cast said they're going to use them for season 2 anyway. At least that's what Drew was saying. And they're kind of Darkest House colors. I didn't realize that until after they were made. So
This is the penultimate episode.
it
If we live through it.
I don't know if you will. I can't promise anything.
Surprise, it's the final episode.
Surprise, bitch.
It's the final countdown.
I mean, if it is, oh well. Yeah.
You not
Okay, elves?
Jazz. So, buddy, pal, person. Let me
We're talking about
hit
that.
our merch button. You'll probably be able to see them there, but they're sold out. We've had 2 seasons of Dice. Dice OI has made them for us. She's fucking amazing. She did our first set, which is our green, our traditional Dark Tides black and green to represent the tides and the Ethauntia colors. And those are our very special edition. They had a glow-in-the-dark E on them for our logo. Yeah!
Yeah, there we go.
And then we did a second series, which is the Hand of Flame, which is the Inquisition part of the true faith in this set piece that we run, this soul punk Victorian horror setting. And those were the ones we just did, and those closed off at the end of November. Our boxes are still available, which are Talon and Claw and 88 Riddles doing dice boxes for us. And they have the E on them, so there's two versions. Yes, that's the green one. So that's the green ones. And then we have our red ones that came out for this season, which is the Hand of Flame, which is the red one. These are a little more because the steps to make these it's a fucking bitch. But they look dope as fuck. And these also have these.
Can I just say how these dice, the glow in the dark, that's so cool.
These glow too. These are blacklight reactive. They're really cool. They're all like black 3.0. It took them a lot. Like it took us a year to figure out how to do the iridescent sheen to represent the tides touching stuff. Oh,
Just
do
like
you?
how-
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah, he's good
How
shit.
the green, wait, was it the cast dice that has the gold, or was it all of them?
Oh, no, your guys is just totally different. You guys have a different
Oh, okay.
top facing is different on yours than the ones that went
Can't
out.
see it.
No.
Anyway, there's gold on
Ooh.
here, but under blacklight it turns purple. It's like the most subtle change, but it's just
Yep. It took us a while.
Um,
She's amazing. So we did that as well. Those are all sold out, but I can tell you that I may or may not have ordered some extra sets of both. So there may be a pop-up in the store at some point with like 3 to 4 sets of them for sale at some point in the future. I had to order extra ones, and I want them to be limited runs, so I bought during the limited runs. And then we are going to do during campaign 2, I think we're going to, since we're starting brand new, because this is our 3rd season of this show, we're going to do a set that's just like the classic set for Ethauntia. And I already know what I want for it, but I gotta see if she can do it. Because I want little baby lanterns inside the dice.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
So she says she can do it. We just got to find baby lanterns. So I might have to do some 3D modeling and put them together and print them out and all that kind of
Yeah, I
shit.
was gonna say because it's like to get the perfect thing that you need, you might have to just make it yourself. Like I had a project a while back. I wanted white plush D20s. Nobody makes white plush D20s. I was like, well, the whole project goes to shit for that because I can't do it. But man, it would have been great if they made those. Like, I want to sew white
Wait, so
D20s.
Todd, what did you need you just needed them for like a base for something, or?
I needed them, yes, for a project that required the color of the D20 to be white, and they had to be plush and no bigger than like a coffee
plush.
cup.
Okay.
Plush, not because you would have them swinging around near your face, and that would be bad if they were actual dice.
I mean, I don't know. Are you at my table, and how angry did you make me? So, the dice crossbow, I want one of those.
Yeah.
Yes, but it shoots real
Real
dice.
quick.
Like, that's dangerous.
Jazz
Just
elves
get-
before
just
we
get-
get too far away.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just get the Chessex ones from the big old bin of dice.
Jazz elves before we get too far away, because you have so many 88 Riddles boxes. I don't know if you saw the Darkest House Marathon, but if you want to see Riddles living his best goblin life, you should definitely check the VOD for
He
that.
kind of did get to leave his
Yeah.
best life.
He did. He did.
It was fantastic.
So here, let me do this, and we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this.
It's like a 9-hour stream, but
It is.
Yeah,
on
I'm gonna-
VOD, you can just watch at your leisure.
It's gonna go out. I'm gonna chop it into 2-hour chunks. It's gonna go out on that. I just haven't had time to do it because I've been so busy with like making sure that Norse Foundry's streams end properly. Us ending this season. Warpaint is ending. I have to transfer. I found a way to take all my card collections from Norse Foundry that I built and port them over to mine.
Nice.
Cool.
That's audio and settings.
Anyone in chat, if you work in the field of cloning, let us know. We need more Erik so he can get everything done.
I fucking wish. So here's the boxes for those who are asking questions in the chat. I think it was Jazz. Here's what they are. Our new shirt came out. I fixed the price. I don't know why it said 36. I totally missed that. That was my fault. But all the dice boxes are still available. I don't know if those will go away. So these are the original ones here in the green. And then these are the Inquisitor ones. They're either the dual hex or the single one from Talon and Claw. The Frankhouse Dilemma shirt. If I ever see you wearing this at a con with me and I give you a Frankhouse Dilemma, I will give you some bonus if you are wearing that. This is the Prince.
Extra dilemma?
An extra. I'll double.
Yes.
You're going to double dilemma.
The dilemma.
I'll make it extra hard on you.
These shirts were done by Todd, and then the poster. This is our season poster for season 3. This is in honor of the Dream Warriors from Freddy Krueger. Of course, we have our Nora Don't Disturb by Crime Scene. Here are your flip flops, bitch. Put them on. And then we still have a few numbered ones left for the patches. If you have a patch, that allows you to give a hero point to a player in the show, or if you get to play over in our Living Ethauntia, you can do that as well. Thanks, Gunsmith! So yeah, that's the long and short of it. Oh, I should probably show what this shirt looks like. The Tide Runner is our choo-choo. A choo-choo train? And this is the Tide Runner. I can't scroll. I wish I could scroll. Can't scroll on this. But anyway, it's the Tide Runner Rail Crew, Merrifield and beyond. Our city moves, if you've never seen the show. So yeah, that's the short of it. I should put a t-shirt image as one of the pictures in here. I have not done that. But that's the long and short. And then this is the Everston Manor in its lovely decrepit state. And the basement still hasn't been fixed.
No. We've been really busy, okay? We've been busy.
Yo, we
sleeping
got
for-
Dork Bunny Studios to give us official Malort damage stats on Sunday.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I posited that it might be psychic damage, but he was more accurate with poison damage.
Poison damage.
Then I'm immune to poison, at least Malort poison. I did a shot of that during watching paint dry last week because Serving Hands said, and I quote, "We've never seen him do a shot. I don't think he does it." I was like, I don't think you know that this is 100% fine by me. And yeah, I don't.
What you should have done?
I gargled it
Pour a
too.
shot and then
She
set
didn't
it
say
down
you
and
do
just drink the rest of the bottle.
There was
She didn't
less
see
in the
you do
bottle than there
shots?
is in the shot left.
She didn't see you do shots in Malort at GaryCon last year?
She did it because the audience has never seen me do it, so she was just being a brat.
Okay.
So yeah, I did it. It doesn't faze me.
I definitely just wrote down the note for our cozy gaming notes. It just says bartender background grants immunity to poison damage.
Lesser poison damage, maybe. But yeah, that's the
Immunity to one
That's the
liquor
thing
of
we
your
did.
choice.
So yeah, other than that, for those who are new to the show, we use Streamloots here. If you've been on other channels, that's what we use for everything. I don't know why it's pulling that up. I clicked the center button, and that center button was not what I wanted. It was a web page. Let me go like this, and let me hit the profile. Reset it, you bastard. Anyway, this is our Streamloot stuff. This is how you interact with the show. There are a combination of in-game actions and building the town of Merrifield. We're going to do another town hall here this week. And that's going to be our final big town hall for the season to build Merrifield up into everything it can be. So like if you have Gale cards, Squall cards, any of that shit, Earth Guard, everything, build it up. Because when we start campaign 2, Merrifield's still going to be a predominant part of the show. It's not like suddenly Merrifield's going to go away. We're still going to be using Merrifield for a base of operations so that everyone who's in the show can use it. Everyone who's helped build it for the cast is there. And then all of these cards are going to change for campaign 2 because we're going to be using monster parts a lot. And I will be granting monster parts from creatures, but I want cards to be able to grant some stuff for monster parts as well. So we're going to replace Gales with crafting materials. so we have an easier way to track them. And then there's going to be, the Merrifield is built up. We're going to shift from building Merrifield to building our HQ, or our guild hall for our Hunters Guild, because our group is going to be playing, all intents and purposes, Monster Hunters. If you watch Darkest House, it'll make sense. So yeah, that's I think that's all the updates.
Speaking of which, after we did our marathon, I had a dream that night that our characters had a keep, like an actual like stone keep in the mountains.
Yup.
But it was one of the stone keeps in the mountains in Valheim. And we were struggling to get metal there to create a crafting bench so that we could upgrade the stone fortress walls.
Wow.
It was wild. It was wild.
So yeah,
that's what I had been playing previous to that.
I do have a question for the audience, though, since we got a little bit more of our audience here. We are talking about moving our live shows to YouTube because they are... I don't trust Twitch. And Twitch is kind of dickish to us. Everybody watches YouTube videos who's in here, right? Like, just watches YouTube. Don't worry, we're going to live stream the show still, but I'm thinking about moving us to there over being at Twitch because it's got better... It's better ability to find us. Yeah, all of our stuff will be on Twitch. So I'm thinking about moving us over there slowly. I think I'm gonna do some test runs with like our crafting stuff, and I might do a test run with not with Town Hall when I end our stuff here on Twitch by using stuff. But I think when I start doing the development for my Dragonlance Game of Thrones merger, that we will start doing development on YouTube for it. So I'm just curious in the audience what everyone thinks about it. Twitch sucks. Twitch sucks. YouTube sucks. There needs to be a platform where streamers have creative freedom. I think YouTube is got better algorithms, and at least when you search Pathfinder live streams, you can actually fucking find something.
Yes.
And Twitch, the only way you find stuff is you go to the category and scroll.
Yep.
And at least they have a clip feed. So when we do clips, you can see all the clips from the shows. There's none of that for Twitch. You try to find clips of like all your favorite people, they're not put into a feed at all. Like you get on TikTok or something else. I don't have a problem with YouTube in general. And plus it allows us to take some of the monetization of you guys just watching the show and putting it on YouTube instead of having it be just on the fans of the show. I would rather have YouTube pay us, because why wouldn't you rather have a huge conglomerate pay us instead of having
that
fans
Google money?
Yeah. So
you know who's always treated us well was Streamloots. I wish we could stream on Streamloots.
For real.
Wait, Streamloots will not go away until that company like explodes or something. I love it too much. Live show interaction is way too much fun not to have. The emotional damage card has gotten more merit on this show than I ever thought it would. Emotional support, emotional HP.
Emotional damage.
That. And then fucking technically has spanned through every show that we've had.
Yes.
I mean,
yes,
so
yes,
good.
yes.
Technically. And Grax needs his own card in every show. I might make Grax a barbarian in Dragonlance. I have an idea for I think he should be a draconian, an acid draconian barbarian in Dragonlance, who is a horrible salesman. Horrible. But he will always help you. For 60
kind of
seconds.
a band of mercs that just swaps between the two teams.
Yes. Yeah, he's mercenaries, I don't know. Maybe he's a dragon.
Oh, you just missed them. They went that way. Anyway, buy my shit.
I'm getting very like Quest for Camelot vibes, just thinking of like the two-headed dragon.
Oh god, I have so many ideas. So anyway, that's the gist. So with all that said and done, does the cast have anything before we do our intro and get into what could be the finale of Shit Goes South? Krampus thinks so.
Krampus looks like he's running for his life.
No, Krampus is running with children in his bag.
Never run with children. They're sharper than scissors.
Nah, they're dead.
See,
You
from
can't
here,
tell.
I
They're
just
flopping
felt like-
around, and there's blood and feet in the back.
Oh, well,
Wow.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
more
I
in
was
there if you
thinking, like-
Tetris their limbs, right?
that's right.
You got to break things to fit things. So...
Wow.
Yep. And on that note, we're going to go to our intro.
Cue the music.
Well, everybody, we left off in an odd situation. For those who missed last show, I'll give you a brief recap of the season. I think I can do this. I already did season 2's recap. You can find it on our YouTube channel. I did that thing in like fucking under 10 minutes. I think I did it. So this season has been a ride. In the beginning of the season, they found out that everything that they thought was real was not. They had been living inside of a nightmare. The Keeper of Nightmares, Darkane, is their current big bad in this show. They haven't fought him. I don't even think they've met him in person yet, but they have found numerous vessels to the Keeper of Nightmares. A vessel is a body that a keeper or a god can step into and use in the material realm. But, well, it hasn't went well. In this last episode, they found that there was a vessel inside their train, between two walls in a train car, and this person had been pinned there, somehow sustaining life with food and water through magic, and has been locked down there for God knows how long. Nora, our astute investigator, beat the shit out of him inside the train car because she realized that he was the source of why they were all stuck in the realm of nightmares. If you've seen any of the Nightmare on Elm Streets, any of that stuff with Freddy Krueger, and there's that weird moment where the person slowly starts to realize they're actually in another place, in a nightmare of some form, that has been most of this season, as our party has been trying to figure out how in the fuck they are stuck where they're stuck. So they failed to figure it out, and now they're slowly realizing, like, you know, we need a place that when we fall asleep, we wake up in the same spot. And I have slowly, over time, tracked them down as Darkane as where that was happening, which was in Nora Tenwick's train car. The Tide Runner has numerous train cars, and one of them is her office. She's fortified the doors, she's salted the walls, she's done everything, but it's really hard to protect yourself from a creature of nightmares that's a deity that can bring things in. I will say no ghosts have been in her place. And there's been nothing else, but they did murder one of the vessels. This vessel was the Plague Doctor, or the Doctor from Merrifield. Also the beloved sweetheart of Foxglove, and now dead. They weren't married, don't worry. She's not a widower twice. What, 3 times? I don't know how many times it's been. It's been a lot. We'll ask her when she comes back. And that we know of. And there's been a lot that's happened. And during those nightmares, we also found out that Foxglove isn't who we thought she was. That she's actually a creature that is like a serpent folk. That she's been in disguise as a witch the entire time, and she's from somewhere else. It's been a very dark and convoluted story of just insanity. On purpose. I wanted this to feel as chaotic as well. And it all came to a boiling point during the diner car Prith extravaganza, where a dragon that has latched onto Nora through a dinner party invited all of Ingrad, the continent that they're in, to the party. And then those people were eating each other in the party because they were under the influence of a nightmare. You see where this is going. None of it's been good. Right now, with the help of the Dream Knights, which if you look down below, there's points. If you have X amount of points, you can unlock a living NPC, aka our organized play for Ethauntia. So if you want to play PF2 games, I run PF2 games that you can come and play. And the Dream Knights have found a way, after 18 months of our group being gone, they have found them, and they now have the ability to step between the material world, the realm, into the plane of dreams, nightmare, or limbo, which is in between. And that brings us to today. Our group has went through one of these funnel webs from a dream spider, Nora bringing the vessel of this man with them, a creature that I'll let her explain more when we get back into the show. And they all decided to come onto this bridge. Now, we're down a caster tonight. We're down our arcane caster. We still have our primal caster, our witches here. And as Everston just said in my ear, he's out of spells anyway. So, with that, I'm going to take us over to the cast, to the map that we left off on, and I will quickly answer the series of knowledge questions that I know Nora is going to roll as soon as we come into the scene, because it's fucking Nora, and if you've seen any other season, you know what's about to happen. Hey group. So in the middle of this area is where I was going to have the vessel to Darkane, but I didn't get to do that because a certain Nora is carrying that body. So I'm gonna move this, and I'm gonna grab our lovely vessel and move him to here. This is the normal area of nightmares that we're in. This is the version that's normal. Our group is in limbo in between, and it is the only way that Everston can be here, because Everston critically failed his banishment check. That was you, right? You critically failed?
That was me. That's
Which
right.
means that if he's in the realm of nightmares, he gets shunted. That's actually,
for a week.
he basically gave you immunity to nightmares. But that also means if a nightmare realm shows up, you don't go in, and their primary fighter is not there. Just giving that as a note.
Just don't do that.
I can't promise that that's not going to happen. I can't do that. So this is our bridge. These are all the people. There's a funnel web that comes out of like midair down onto the platform behind you. Nora is holding onto this vessel who is blue with like gold bold lines over their bodies. Over their body. They are dressed in very old clothes that are out of time. Like, it is one of those things, like if you saw somebody in Victorian garb in a crowd of people right now, you would immediately know that that doesn't fit our time frame. That is how this guy looks as well. So I'm just going to start with Nora because she was the first one here as everybody comes into the area. Nora, you can see across the area, there is a unconscious or possibly dead foxglove laying next to you. Voss is here as well. We'll just say he is for the scene. What is your plan? Because there's a bunch of those dream devourers on the other side of the bridge, along with what looks to be the original Bartleby in this like upright mortician slab. What's the plan? What are we doing? Because you are in a bad way here.
Right. So, I kind of... Nora's going to keep holding on to this guy. Actually, hold on. I think Nora... Oh, shit. She's not even going to ask why they're here. She's just like, all right, whatever. She says,
all right, whatever.
My plan...
Fuckers.
Yeah, she's like, my plan was to escape with this vessel, and now we're all here. And Foxglove is on the ground, and I saw one of those brain devourers crawl out. I tried shooting it, see if I could slow it down. That didn't work. It did take some damage, though.
You did pull railroad ties out of all their appendages.
Yeah.
And you have him grappled.
Yes.
Correct? So he can't get pulled to the
Correct.
center of the bridge right now.
Correct.
Just making sure that will still take an action to hold that grapple if you want to do anything else, just as a heads up. Out of combat, we don't have to worry about it, but once we go into a combat or action-based economy, it will take an action to keep him grappled.
Okay, so we need to... Thurston, either you need to hold on to this vessel to make sure he doesn't get pulled by the tethers, the ley lines that are wrapped around him, or you need to try and get Foxglove's Nightmare Devourer. I saw it crawl out of her head when she showed up here.
You did.
Like I said, I tried shooting it. It took some damage, but it kept crawling. I'm wondering if we get it before it gets eaten, if we can use it and kind of reconstitute it like how Terry and Jin were doing when we woke up.
So many questions.
So this intellect devourer popping out of Foxglove was witnessed by Nora,
Mhm.
but this is a different Foxglove than the one I'm carrying, or was it?
No, it was
I
when
came
you
in with her?
arrived, it came out of her.
Oh, so I'm too late. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping we could get her fixed before anything happened.
Oh, no.
Um,
It was before you got here with her. Yes, that is correct.
Yes, that's what happened.
Yes. The Intellect Devourer just showed up.
I see.
And it's not, they're Dream Devourers. They look like Intellect Devourers. They're like shady, shadowy versions of a brain with claws. And they do not cast a shadow. They're like a moving shadow in and of themselves.
Okay, so then
And it's somewhere over
This is-
here on the opposite end of the map.
it's the same Foxglove or it's a different Foxglove? Are there two Foxgloves here now? What's going on?
There's a
I
body.
was carrying one.
There's a body. There's a devourer here that crawled out of her and arrived here. Remember how you held her head together?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I thought I was still doing that as we came in.
You are still holding her head together. That is correct.
Oh, but there's nothing in there.
Correct.
Shit. Okay.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because Amir's character's a charlatan.
Yes.
We're gonna have work.
He did his best.
He also stole one of my notary stamps.
Hey. Nobody knows that yet.
Yet.
I like how
Yes.
you're putting your notary stamp on the same level as our ally died.
Because she can come back because of the lantern. My notary stamp, who knows how much damage she'll do before we get back.
Oh my
Priorities,
god.
Everson.
Priorities,
Being a
Everston,
notary public is a
priorities.
sacred bond. Lose the public trust.
Oh my
But seriously, all jokes aside, whereas like I don't know if we can try and grab it before it gets devoured, because the thing that I saw across the way almost looks like what Bartleby used to look like. But I know you were also. Does Everston still look beat up? Like, I'm not asking hit point.
I don't know. Are you still wounded? I don't know how fucked up you are.
At the start of last session, no, I was fully prepared. So
He's
I'm
okay. He's okay.
But I'm feeling like shit because this is the second time Foxglove has nearly perished under my watch. So I'm getting mad
Man,
about that.
it's
So,
like I planned that shit.
almost a dilemma like.
Uh-huh.
Complexity.
Thank you, Gamer Share. It might be. It might be.
If
a
I
dilemma.
retrieve that creature, can you fix her then?
I mean,
Or
I
is
don't
she
know.
lost?
I don't know, but here's the thing. When we woke up, and Eric, let me know if I need to make like a perception check or anything. When we first woke up, and we saw everybody in the main town hall with all those jars, like basically
The cages, you
milking-
mean?
Yes, the cages and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll to see if that was a dream or not?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Would it be a will save or a perception?
It is a will save. You are correct.
Okay. I'm just asking, so I'm
No.
not just rolling
This has
like
not been talked about before. You are the only other time you guys have tried to figure out if something was a dream or not was getting back to the train car. I have a plot web here that is 4 pages now after this afternoon for the season.
Okay.
So trying to keep my notes straight. Let me tell you,
You're
dream
thoroughly
stuff.
caught in that web.
Never run a dream shit again.
I got a 39.
Yes, it was real.
Okay, so I'm like, wait.
All right,
was it real?
Kyler.
It was real. So, it was real. So remember when we woke up, when we first woke up and we woke up in the town hall and they had all those nightmare devourers in the cages? I'm wondering if we can do something similar, but instead of like draining it into whatever they were using to try and find us, if we can take it and put it back in a foxglove.
Ooh, I would say a check to know how that functions would be. I would
I'm
think
not asking to make
arcane.
that- Okay, well, I'm not asking to make that now because regardless, if we can at least keep it from being devoured. that might be enough to prevent him from getting more knowledge on
The
this.
person who was doing that stuff for them, though, was the doctor.
I know.
There's
I know.
probably notes on it, but you are short a doctor. Because what I didn't say in our little like overview is he is missing all his limbs and face inside your train car.
Yeah,
No,
we're short
I
a
am
doctor,
well
the
aware
doctor's pretty
that
short.
he
I
is
didn't
missing
say that
everything.
though. I'm saying in the
No,
beginning of the
no.
show.
I mean, if you'll let me do an Arcana check, I'll do it.
Yeah, sure. Go
Otherwise,
ahead.
Okay.
I mean, you get to make like 5 of them for an action.
Right. Well, we weren't. I didn't know if we were in combat rounds yet.
Nope.
Or not, so.
They have not seemed to have noticed you yet.
Um.
Then we're gonna go to Foxglove after this because I'm super curious as to how she's gonna handle this.
That's a 34.
Yeah, you think you between seeing the holding cells that they have for these devourers, on top of probably Terry and
Once you
Jin's
play
help,
This card,
you'll be able
whoever
to.
in the party is the
Okay,
most
so-
brawler.
There we go. So, Everston, either I go across and try and get her while you hold on to him, because I don't know. You're a lot stronger than I am, and I don't want him getting dragged across the bridge. Or you go, and I wait for this to finish spinning up.
There is that prismatic
No,
glow
I've-
in the center. As a heads up, that is actually there.
I'll get her. You've studied more grappling techniques than I will ever know.
Okay.
You can handle it.
Okay.
I'm getting her back.
I will go get that devourer.
Before the camera cuts to you running across to go look through a devourer, through all the devourers that are there, we left Foxglove leaving the devourer's body, possessing one of the armored knight's body that we'd seen in a previous episode, specifically the one to the north. And weren't you getting ready to like attack or kill Bartleby or something like that?
Yeah, we are a little loopy because of the whole being dead thing, and B, I know he doesn't I know that, but I'm really angry with seeing this because it's a reminder.
Oh yeah.
After like this entire season, I've been trying to move on. Thank you very much, and now you're just showing up out of nowhere. Rude. So,
Very.
yes, I am.
I mean, look, I
Angry.
don't know what to tell you. I've had him planned as this thing for quite some time now.
When any of us say I'm angry about this, that is confirmation that Eric's puppet strings have been pulled just right. Like,
You're not wrong. Yeah, Pinocchio it up. So
That's not Allie being angry. That's Lillian.
I mean, I don't care if it's both.
Emerson's
There could be some
angry,
bleed.
too.
That's fine. I won't take it offensively. Most people are angry at me. It's okay. It's okay. Let it out. So what would Lillian want to do? You're in a body. We summarized last time. You get all your actions while you're in there, right?
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you I'm gonna tell you something you're not gonna like. These things can't speak.
Oh god. Cool. Oh no, verbal components. Okay. That's fine. Just taking a little
They are
swing of it.
combat monsters, but they
I
cannot
was gonna say
speak.
they're combat monsters,
Yeah.
so you might want to
They
just.
cannot speak.
Yeah. We're just taking a little swingy swing. Turn and swing.
Are you swinging at a devourer or at
At
the
not
Bartleby
Bartleby.
clone? And because right now
Like-
Nora can't talk to you. Whatever Kelly's about to tell you.
This isn't Nora talking to Foxglove.
Oh, okay.
This is Kelly talking to Allie. Allie, channel your inner blue demon.
Oh God.
I would like to suplex Bartleby.
Just flex on him. Just
Now-
flex on him in this combat
Now I
monster
will
armor.
describe the bridge. The bridge does go from side to side like it is. There's those little rounded out areas where there would be guards on each side. There are mountains that this spanning this chasm. There is like a mountain and rock formation that goes down, but once it hits the end of the limbo bed that is there, it falls into nightmare. If you have a way to go up, it would take it into the dream realm. I will tell you that Darkane is a creature of nightmare. The only creature of dreams that you've met so far is technically you know Omar, but you know the keeper of dreams owns that studium that is in Merrifield. So you don't really know what the interaction would be like if you fell off the bridge or do something, but I will tell you, you could jump off the bridge with this guy. That is an option. He's strapped to the slab that he's on. And these creatures are crawling into his distended mouth and filling him with nightmares. Now, you can't speak, which means you also can't talk to your party, which also means you can't cast spells that use verbal components, but you could still make all your knowledge checks and any of that kind of stuff. So, before you go swinging away, Babe Ruth, is there anything else you'd like to do? You have 3 actions, is what I will do. You have 3 actions.
Okay, so the first thing is probably, it'll have to be some sort of, I'd say occult check to see if I do recognize, or I guess you could say knowledge history even, to see if I recognize who's taking on the visage of Bartleby, or if there is anything else that
It wouldn't be history. It would be religion or occult.
Oh, I can do occult. We'll do that.
Because it would be more about like what this could be, why it is there, and so on. Because you're not privy to all the same information Nora is right now.
Yeah, I could do religion or occult. We'll do occult though, because that's on brand.
All right.
And bringing it back, gonna try our best.
I hate it stops animating.
34.
34.
Yes.
Hold on here. I just realized I didn't have the most important thing out of here. Hold on.
Same. I didn't have my character sheet open.
No, I didn't have the only thing I need for this game. I really need to just write this chart down somewhere. I know, I just need the chart. I just need the difficulty chart. That's all I need. Because this game is very finicky about difficulties. Like if I go too far outside and I have to adjust it because we're such a low magical item game.
Well, I know you put important information as your desktop on monitors, so you just need to get another monitor with this as the desktop.
You know, the irony is someone threw away a 40-inch TV outside, and I brought it in and plugged it in, and it did not light up, so I put it back outside. I almost had a 40-inch one up here. I was like, oh, if it's something simple, I'll fix it. But anyway, I digress. I do need a third one. My third one burned up.
Wait. I lied. It is not a 34.
Oh, is it a 24?
It's a 44. 18 on the dice plus 26. 44.
I don't know why I'm looking at this then. Because you guys are 15, right?
Them's fighters numbers.
And you got what was it, a 44?
44.
That is a critical success. It's 10 over. So here's what I'll tell you. That is the nightmare visage of Bartleby, because Bartleby was never real.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that is the original manifestation of the nightmare of Bartleby. And with a critical success, I'll let you know what is going on.
Okay.
All of those, because you can see the faces of the Devourers, are faces of every victim card that has been played. So like the original people who died in season 1, season 2, season 3, from the victim cards being played, the nightmares of them as they are being killed or murdered, every one of them that has died, those nightmares of the death are being fed into him to create him and make him a vessel for Darkane. So like corrupting a nightmare with other nightmares slowly to make it powerful enough for the keeper of nightmares to embody. That's what a critical success gets you. You're welcome.
Baby.
Yeah, sorry. Bartle babies, Bartle nightmare. I'm not sorry, actually, at all.
Can I give him the Heimlich maneuver? I mean, shit.
You could try. I don't recommend it.
I think you're muted, but I saw you make a gesture.
I said feed him some Icapac syrup or whatever
Jesus
it
Christ.
is.
So, with that said, give him some Allure. It's not poison. With that said, what, that was one action. That was one action. What would you like to do with the other two?
One action. Oh, I am going to cry. I will cry.
Okay, so cry for two actions or one act? How much crying?
Action.
That changes everything.
I know it does. I was hoping you would have killed him.
No, I hate this. Okay,
I think it's great.
I will move. I will take my movement.
That's why you can pick up your Frankhouse Dilemma shirt today. Anyway,
Oh my god, this is so stupid, but this is what she would do. God, I hate it.
You're all my children. Souls going into Freddy.
yeah. Oh, speaking of which.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement to walk over directly to Bartleby.
It's 5 foot, so yeah, because you can't take 5 foot steps in this game. That's right.
No.
So yeah, one action to move over to him. Are you gonna walk up behind him, in front of him, to the side of him? Because these things are like
I can't do that.
swarming up and waiting.
I can't do what I was gonna do. My being.
Because it's 2 actions and you
Because-
can't cast a spell because there's no talking.
Yeah.
These things, remember, they have these long bladed hands. They are strong. They are in full plate. And they can absorb somebody into their armor to fill it. Problem is, you're currently filling this armor. So you can't, like, absorb him into it unless you leave. But then you're not controlling
Mentally,
it.
she's feeling it, but not physically, right?
That is up to Allie to figure out if that's true or not.
Oh yeah, no, physically, no. This is all spirit.
Okay, but there may be, but it is in moving armor. There may be somebody in it already.
Can I wiggle my soul around to see if there's
Would you like to
somebody
do a perception
occupying
check?
this armor? Would I like to? Not really. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
All right, give me a perception
Oh
check.
my god, the typo I just said, Allie, is amazing.
Give me a perception check. We got some here. Oh, look at, there's some hero points. We're so short on them. That's amazing.
That is for perception only 29.
Are you happy with that?
Only here can you
No.
have a roll to check
Absolutely
to see
no.
if someone's already in you,
And
Hey!
Kelly,
mechanically speaking.
you're not wrong.
My typo was amazing.
It's chef's kiss. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You patching it, or are you gonna? Oh, you don't have any hero points.
Tyler, thank you. We're gonna see.
We're gonna
what we
patch
can
that
find
shit
out.
up. For those who own patches, if you want to assign them to one of the players, I will tell you the only person who has hero points right now is Nora. Nobody else has any. Actually, that's not true. There has been a card played for Everston. At the half, he can take that card if he would like.
That lowers it to a 23.
Ooh, cool. You know something's here, but you don't know what it is. There is definitely a body in here, but you can't manifest like sight on it well enough, and you're not able to prod its mind in a way to where you can get that out. But there is somebody in it.
And I don't know how to spit it out.
No, you could, if you're talking about like expelling the body out of it and just being the mental state in it. If you would like to use an action to try to do it, you can. It is a will save to force the body out.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. If
Okay,
that
so your
doesn't
last
work,
action
we're
is a
going
will
with,
save. Let's go.
Then yeah, Kelly, we will proceed with that next round.
I don't know how you would know what Kelly said. You can't talk to each other.
No, it's
It wasn't Nora to Foxglove, it was Kelly.
Oh my
You
God.
made a bad suggestion.
yeah,
Awesome
that's
typo.
probably what's gonna happen because I don't think a 26 is gonna do much. And trickster!
I shall
Yes.
give one of my
I'll
patches.
need-
Okay, so you both get one more patch. So one more to Foxglove and one to Everston. Are you going to use that immediately right now?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Well,
I have not rolled above. Well, I rolled that 18, and now I'm making up for it.
Prith cards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's
Gotham
what
Sun
little
is an adult.
Dawson 80 played this card.
That is a
Prith is a big
35.
boy now.
Prith is a big boy now.
It's a big point. Okay. 35?
Yeah, okay. 35 is one over what you need. You can expel the body. You know how to do it. Would you like to expel the body?
I think I'll have to next turn.
No. You
correct?
can do it as part of this will. You know how to do it. Would
Yeah.
you like to do it as an action,
Blech.
as this action? Perfect. As the
Absolutely.
armor opens up, the rest of you see Angelo's body fall out of the armor. Check that off the list.
Well, I guess good luck, Everson. I don't want to risk going over there. I'm sorry, I can't.
In case people don't know in the audience, Angelo is a former retinue member for the Hand of Flame. And he is the person who's one of the half of the two that own the Bullet Parlor. On the Nightmare Train, they saw he was dead. This just proves that he's probably actually gone.
Oh
I
no!
thought it was
Maybe
Walter who
played
was
this
dead.
card.
No,
Choose
it was Angelo.
motherfuckers.
No, I thought Walter was dead and Angelo was the one that was.
Oh, you guys
Being
didn't
wrestled
find
by-
Angelo.
Well, because Angelo was being wrestled by Black Cobra.
I know.
Oh, well,
Oops. That's a GM
Wait.
slip.
But then there's
No one who owns a Bullet Parlor.
there's no competition
just
for
saying.
Voss.
I was
Look on the
gonna
bright
say,
side.
Voss's character
guy's
now.
dead
There's
is
a
a
There's
boon.
second
is
one
a
of
boon.
these. There's a second one of these.
Yes, there is.
If Terry's in there, we have a moral obligation to save him. Otherwise, Sunburst is
Sunburst
gonna
will-
Yeah, just show up out of the fucking ether and light us on fire.
That's right.
Nothing personnel, kid.
So that's your actions. That will take us to Everston. Everston, what were you gonna do? You see the armor on the other side through the smoke and like the prismatic kind of moving waves of limbo moving around and like the gray matter in between. You see this armor open up and a body fall out of it. Blah, like it just spits it out of the chest plate and armor like opens up and it seals back up. I don't know if that distance you can tell who it is. I don't know how good of a perception you have through the cover of this.
You want a passive perception?
Yeah, what's your passive? That's probably a good way to do it. I mean, you're talking 115 foot through cover
Thir-
or concealment.
passive
sorry,
is
through concealment.
35.
Through concealment, the thing I would say you would probably notice more than anything is the leather apron. Because it has that Bullet Parlor, you know, the lines on it like the old barber shops. And it falls out. It hits the ground.
Real sick of these dream bastards.
That is true. What would you like to do? That's a passive. You still get your 3 actions.
All right. And this is where this thing is located, right in the center.
Yeah, it is this. Here, I'll take us to the other map. So everyone can see it a little easier on screen. Oops. So yeah, that map shows. So from where you guys are, I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll see if I can get the whole map on the screen here without too much white space. That is. Yep, there we go. So yeah, that is in the middle of it. It is slowly expanding out, but it's not moving quickly. It's more like a maelstrom in the middle that moves. You're either gonna have to go through it or find a way around it. I don't know if you can vertical jump 15 foot high. Maybe you can. If you can jump 15 foot over it, you might be able to clear it vertically. Or you could go along the edge of the bridge. Like, you know, jump off, slide along the edge of the bridge, and come back up. It would just take some of your movement.
So I will spend all 3 of my actions
Oh,
to
okay.
do a cloud jump. Uh,
What a perfect place to do it.
Here.
Okay. Is that all? That's
And
everything?
My shield is out. I had it out at the end of the last session, last
Okay.
episode. So, but it takes all 3 actions to jump that far. But at least I'm here, and I cleared.
So now you can
I would've-
clearly see that is Angelo on the ground. And there is another armor that when you land this close, now that you're through the concealment, it turns and looks at you and it starts to bring its arms up. You see those blades forming on it. It's getting ready to move forward towards you. All the little nightmare devourers, one that is climbing up onto what looks to be old Bartleby, the one that you recognize, but you're not sure what's true and not anymore, is got the face of Lillian on it. which means I need initiative for everyone. Todd, if you would like to use your athletics, because I'm assuming you're jumping into this, that makes the most sense for this. So I'm going to put that on screen. Let me pull up the lovely chart. I'll put it right here. And I will add each of you into the piece. I'm just tokens. And then we will, wrong thing. I need the selection tool. There we go.
Okay.
And then you can just add them in yourself to the turn order. Go ahead and add yourselves in. Oh, did I not add everybody? You didn't add Nora.
No, I don't. I just see the.
I got you. There you go. One intellect devour thingy in there. One dream devour.
All I see is Nora and the. Okay.
Yeah, it's
the
starting to
enemies.
load.
Yeah, and I do not have control of that guy either.
No, you don't. They're my control, because until you decide you're doing something, I'm not giving control over for it. Because you got to make a roll.
Okay.
But I will if you make it. So with that said, do you guys all have your initiatives in? Let me roll mine.
I'm not in the turn order.
Yeah,
Really?
they're still not
It
in
says
turn order.
37 on there for Everston.
That's the old
I don't have mine
one.
either.
I'm not there.
Weird.
Yeah, I just see me. The
Here, I'm going to
Brain
redo
Devourer,
it. I'm
and
going to do it
I
one more time. Now is it on there? No, it's not.
No.
But Todd, you can move it, right?
Move what?
There
my
you go.
character?
There you
Yeah.
go.
I just did.
That's
There it
the.
is.
I'll just have to delete the old ones. For some reason, it's showing the ones from a previous game. It's all right, no big deal. Now you should be able to add yourselves, and I'll add, and
Oh,
I'll
it's not
delete
on
the
there
old.
yet.
I'll delete the old ones. You're further down the chart now.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so mine. I'm gonna roll. Ah. Meh. It's fucking horrible. Those things are
Oof.
apparently really slow on the uptake, everybody. I'm gonna use villain points. Okay, that's better. All right, everybody in? We're all in, right? Let's do this. Nora, you're first. I think I know Nora's plan. As he jumps across and you're holding the body and there's the webs behind you.
I believe you said like once you use it, no one else can go through it, right?
Use what?
The web.
No, there's a chance that it rips every time somebody goes through it. I have a roll on the back end.
Okay.
Oh, good luck.
So you've been saying that time passes differently here.
Yes, it does.
So as part of my action, I'm gonna pop my suspenders just in case they recharged. If not, that's fine.
Ooh, they do work.
Cool. So I pop my suspenders and hold on to him.
They do work.
So my fort save goes up by 4.
Great.
My second action is now where I'm gonna make the 5 knowledge checks potentially.
Sure.
Because I was writing down questions while you were
yeah,
talking.
no, yeah, I get it, 100%.
Okay, so
The best, yeah.
let's see. 2, 3. 3 of them have already been.
I'm wearing my shirt for
Well,
tonight, though.
Very
Total
nice.
party kills, yeah.
So 2 of them have already been asked, actually. So we will
Okay.
take care of that.
Okay.
Because it was, can we get her nightmare back? And if so, can we reconstitute it?
Okay.
So, if we're in limbo
Mm-hmm.
and Realm of Dreams is above us and Nightmare's below us,
Mm-hmm.
But she said Bubba's.
can we? One of my checks will be: can we use lucid dreaming
To do what?
to get out of here if we can't use the web?
Technically, you should be able to, but you don't know what's going to happen because your lucid dreaming takes you back to your train car.
Okay.
And that currently has been messed
Corrupted,
with.
yeah. Right.
So that may or may
right,
not
but we
work.
can. Okay.
In theory, it should function. It just depends on how much he's corrupted it. And if the
Right.
nightmare back there is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, because it actually manifested the nightmare there. It was
Right.
physically there.
Okay.
Which is
lucid
important to
dreaming-
say that. The nightmare showed up in the material.
So it showed up. I found him in the night.
You found him in your train car.
Right.
Well, in that full train car in between the two rooms.
Yes.
And the nightmare is physically there. When it started manifesting and like reshaping the place like it was Hellraiser, that manifested physically there.
Okay. So then I guess the
So what's your next question would be what I would say to that.
My next question was going to be if that's the case, I guess this would be more like a memory thing. Did the nightmare start like manifesting from him?
You
The
wouldn't
vessel
know.
in my arm? I wouldn't know. Okay.
You wouldn't have been able to see it. It's not like
Right.
it doesn't work that way. It's not like they physically crawl out of him.
It was more like because I had the detect magic up.
You just know
Kind of deal.
he's the source of something, and you believe he's the anchor point for the nightmare.
Right. If that's the case, I don't know if I want to use lucid dreaming to get him out. But that was a nightmare, right? That
In
was
the car,
forming?
the whole thing is the nightmare. Yes, inside the car was
Okay.
all a nightmare.
Kelly has a suggestion, but Nora doesn't know what boss
I
did,
would
so-
say the best thing you can make a check on if you want to know about nightmare stuff is occult, or if you were to do, now occult's the only thing that would work. Arcane wouldn't even work for this. Just occult would work.
Okay.
Once you're at the
well,
studium, you could do a little bit more, but in
yeah,
the
yeah.
moment with those 5 checks,
Nope,
you're looking
nope,
at
I know.
You're looking at occult.
So how we can get out lucid dreaming could get us out. We don't know what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to officially ask this. Is this vessel made specifically for Darkane, or can it be used for any keeper?
Ooh, that would be religion or occult.
Okay. I will use occult because that's what I'm best at.
Yeah.
I
And
put everything in occult.
Welcome to this party.
Well, I put everything into occult to lie to the true faith.
Sometimes you gotta lie to the true faith,
That's right.
even though they're not bad people. This is proving the keepers are worse.
That's a 44.
Yeah. So vessels can be used by any omnipotent or like really divine being, but vessels will get marked for specific keepers to make entering and exiting them safer.
Star Drew.
So for the purpose of this one, you didn't see any marks that were specifically Darkane on the vessel, just that you know it is a vessel for creatures of keeper-like status.
Right.
Which is big.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was 2, right? So 3.
Let's see. How we can get out is a vessel made specifically for Darkane.
This is fucking feet.
Then I guess so. I would know, especially since Everson's now over there with the lantern in his chest.
And you can see Everson because he's a big silhouette, but it is definitely misty and cloudy. There's concealment because of the realm itself. You pass
Okay, well,
60 feet, anyone has concealment.
Okay. Well, the reason I was asking is because I want to now try and figure out what is Bartleby, because Nora doesn't know.
You'd
that.
have to go over there for that. There's no way.
I'd have to go over there. Okay.
I mean, besides like him yelling to you, "It's Bartleby," you wouldn't really.
No. That's fine. That's fine.
And while Allie wants to, her character can't talk right now.
Right.
Possess
Let's
someone
see.
else. I will remind you, there is somebody else you could possess safely.
How to get out. Vessel. I don't think I really have anything else to ask, because everything else would be like, okay, well, you
Okay.
know. Actually, no. So with lucid dreaming, if we were trying lucid dream to get out of here, that would take us to where my car is. What if we were trying, like, can we affect this area via lucid dreaming?
No, this would be more like
No?
controlling a plane. You make will
Okay.
saves versus limbo to control it, unless you have a feat or the
Okay.
skill required to control a plane. On failure, there is consequences.
Okay. I have my fourth question, I
All
guess,
right.
because I'll count that as my third.
Sure.
Fourth question. With Everston here and the
Mhm.
lantern,
Mhm.
once he's done doing what he's doing,
Mm-hmm.
can we get the Tide Runner in here
You could.
with Omar?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
On time. If you use the on time card and call the Tide Runner, yes.
Okay. So that's my 5 actions. So I guess as a free action, I'd be like, Everston, once you get Foxglove, remember, it's always on time. And then for my
For sure.
third action, I say, well, how do I want to put that? It's always, remember, if we call on it, it's always on time. Do you mind if I leave a little early? As I gesture to the web behind me.
Hey, Deuce, is your problem. I'll talk to you later.
No,
There's a train.
I'm asking because if Everson wants me to stay, I will.
Well, I don't know. That's a good question. Does Everston care if she stays? She's trying to get the vessel out. Is really the bottom line. I think is she wants to get the vessel
Mission comes first, I would say. So you know Everson, he'd rather get everything done right, and
out. All right.
I mean he's already failed his allies a few times, but
Fail's a strong word. So is that all your actions, Nora? Because it's 2
Yeah, 'cause
actions
I'll
to
just-
use the thing to get out. So
I gotta
Right.
get home and find my stamp real quick.
That's
way more
that's really
important.
it. Really most important.
all right. So if that's it, I'm gonna go to the next person. That's all your actions.
Well, it's 2. I guess, yeah, we'll just say the
Because
third
you need
action
2
is
to
an
get
aspect.
out. So I mean,
Well,
you
I'm
can
just
hold the
saying,
bot because you got to use 1 action to hold him.
Right, and I already did that.
Oh, okay. And then you did your 5 checks on 1 action, and then you
Yes.
got 1 action left. I mean,
Yes,
you can't really do
so-
anything with that 1 action unless you got like an ability. Oh, you snapped your suspenders.
Okay, then there we go. I'm good.
So that's your action. All right. So next, Everston. You can see that is Angela that's fallen on the body. You can see all the faces of victims that have died on these things. You can see that Lillian Foxglove is one of them that is climbing into Bartleby's mouth right now, that is distended down to his chest. And there is another armor that shinks blades out and is getting ready to walk towards you. What do you want to do?
All right, the Dream Devourer that I'm after that came out of Lillian,
There's this one
it
right
has
here.
been marked by, so we know which one it is.
One right in front of him, right in front of Bartleby's body, or
So
old
it's like
Bartleby.
it's next. It's
Yeah,
definitely next.
it's like climbing up its chest to get ready to climb into the mouth.
So I'm going to move. I can't just do a step because it looks like it's about 20 feet from me. So I'm going to move up 10 feet.
Okay, through
An
all of
action.
them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, let me do the ruler thingy.
It's not like they can stop you.
It's like 10 feet. It's like
Sure.
right up to them. Right?
Sure.
So
Yep.
It's like
Move. Just put yourself on top of them.
Yeah. right.
They'll even kind of move out of the way. They don't want to be squashed.
So then I will attempt to grab this one.
Okay. So attack roll to grab.
Just double check my attack bonus here.
Wait, are you trying to grapple?
That is...
Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah,
grab
it's not an
that
attack,
one
right?
off
It's a
of it.
grab, right? It's an athletics
Yeah.
check.
Yeah, athletics roll.
Yeah. Well, oh,
Strike. I think it's still considered a
for
strike
my
or maneuver.
Punch and my
Maneuver.
athletics are actually the same bonus. So.
Oh, yeah, must be nice being a
anyway,
fighter.
It is nice being a fighter, but that's a shit roll. So I'm going to spend my patch.
Okay,
that I
patch
got
it up.
from that I got from chat.
Okay,
Amir.
1 for you. All right,
Here.
done.
Much better. It goes from a single digit up to a much higher number.
Okay,
20, 30, 41.
more than enough. You got a hold of it.
All right. Then
41. That's a crit, actually. They're 31.
Nice. I think that means they're immobilized. instead of
Correct.
just
They're
grabbed.
considered pinned, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Okay. So then I'm going to. Gosh, I only have one action left. Let me just measure. Oh, I could jump, but I would end up right in the middle of that thing in the middle of the bridge, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop just shy of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna move.
Lillian.
Ooh, no.
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 All right.
No. No. Let me double check my giant chart of feats.
He's like, how close do I want to get to this thing?
Yes. No. Okay, so I will. It doesn't put me anywhere. I have a cool ability that will let me like smack, move, and whatnot, but it requires a setup that is not on this bridge. So I'm going to just move.
Serving Hands, you are not
Just
privy to
move.
this because you just showed up, but the only person who has hero points left is Nora. And Everston has been given 1, but he can't get it to the half. So they're patch life only.
So I move. I'll drag it with me. I'll come this far.
Yeah, I mean, you could carry
That's
it.
the-
They're like almost small sized.
Well, that's what I mean. I just meant the token. I can't control.
I'll move for you.
Yeah, thank you. So that is the end of my turn. I will be bolting back when I.
Okay.
next turn.
Well, Foxglove, you just saw your metaphysical body get pulled away from the source,
Yeah.
and your body's across the bridge, and you can't talk, and you see the other armor getting ready to charge forward after Everston. What do you want to do? How is there more stadiums? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna
String
charge
Loots
the
is
other
coming
armor.
through.
Stream Loots is a fucking grave lighter. Anyway, continue.
I'm gonna charge the other armor.
Are you? Okay. So charging
Yeah.
through everybody? Well, they will not. No one's going to attack you because no one will expect it. So you move to him and you're going to swing at this thing. So, well, I will tell you this. You do 3d10 plus 15 damage.
Okay.
You are attack bonus is plus. Hold on here. You are considered master in your weapon that you have. So what is that? 2, 4, 6 plus 6. So it would be your level plus 6 plus 5 for your bonus
So
to
plus
hit.
26.
Yep.
Okay. 34.
That's enough to hit it. 3d10 plus a fifth 10.
Okay.
And I now have to make a roll. Boy, I have.
All right. That is 16.
When you hit the armor, my question to you is going to be, do you want to absorb the body that is in the armor?
That is in that armor? No.
Okay. So you hit it. There are other maneuvers. So you moved, you attacked. Would you like to use your third action to like throw it off the bridge? Like, what's your goal? Like, do you want to push it and try to knock it off the bridge? You're going to attack it again because you get 3 actions.
You really want me to push something off the bridge or jump off the bridge?
No, I'm asking. I'm giving you your options because of the lineup. I don't care
No,
what
I
you
would.
do.
I would take a second. I'd take a second attack.
Okay, then you do that at -4 for them.
Channel
Minus-
your inner
minus
Nora,
four.
who's channeling her
Minus
inner
4 to
good
hit.
demon.
Because it's a second attack,
Okay, cool.
and it's considered
So
a finesse
that's gonna
then.
be
You make it.
another 34.
That hits again, and then same damage. Roll again. So what's your total damage then?
That was 25 points of damage.
What was the first one you say?
there. The first one was at 15?
Okay,
12? 12,
60.
I think.
25 and 12 minus 12. No, it can't be 12. You're plus 15.
Damage. The base damage is plus 15 now.
Yeah, it's your 3d10 plus 15.
Oh, then 30 for the first one.
Okay.
And yeah, 40 for
Oh,
the
okay.
second.
You shatter this thing and it hits the ground. They slowly start moving back into an orb, and you see Walter's body fall out of this one. Ran through twice from you striking it.
Okay.
So Angelo's on one side, Walter's on the other side. You're out of actions. My turn was going to be him. He's done. The Devourers continue to climb in. The one that disappeared doesn't get to. So this one lines up to climb in. The next one moves forward to climb in. And that takes us to Nora.
Okay, so if Everston's actually on his way with Lillian's
You see the shadow running towards you, so you would assume he's coming this way?
Serving hands play this card.
Like I said, it's over 60 foot, so he has concealment.
No, that's not it. So
I'm just saying why you can't see everything.
yeah.
And there's a maelstrom of fucking light and energy in front of you. Which is a knot. It's pure magic.
Yeah, I know. And I'm gonna need. Can't. Okay. I'm gonna. I'm actually. This is dumb, but I'm going to spend 2 actions to hold one.
Okay.
If anything other than Everston comes through, I'm going to attempt to shoot it.
Okay.
Because I don't want to leave Lillian's body on the ground.
Now the problem is, 2 actions to hold one, you need an action to hold a guy.
Right, I've got 3.
But if you're
So
giving up 2, that means you
Yes.
only have 1 action.
Oh, I
left.
don't have the 1 action? Okay. I thought it was you gave up 2 to get 1.
You give up 2 and only have 1, which you would need to hold him.
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
Right, but then you can't shoot.
I can't. I thought it because if you hold, then you're doing it as a reaction.
You lose everything
Right.
else for that round.
Okay.
So it's you
Hold
use
on.
2 actions to use your other action that you have later. So it's like I give up 2 to hold my 3rd action to react doing X. It stops wizards from casting
No,
2
it's
action
you use it-
spells.
No, it's choose a single action or free action that you can use and designate the trigger. My trigger is if anything but Everston comes for us.
Mhm.
Your turn then ends. If the trigger you designated occurs before the start of my next turn, I can use my chosen action as a reaction.
And
I'm
it costs
spending
2 actions. Okay.
Yes.
So
I'm
you
spending-
you only get 2 actions in total then is what they're saying.
well, right. So I'm using my one
One to
action
hold,
to hold him.
one, and then the other 2 to make an action for reactions.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So you're holding and you're aiming to shoot while you're holding the guy in the other hand. Then you're done?
Yes.
Okay, then that takes us to Everston.
All right, I'm going to continue a leap. Leap from here.
You cloud jumping?
Yep, cloud jump with assurance. So I don't.
How
have to
does
roll.
cloud jump exactly work? Can you just jump vertical, fucking 20 foot, and then move forward? Because you're jumping over a 15-foot tall column of energy.
Well, that's up to you then, I suppose. Maybe I'm too close.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you like jump in the air, jump off a cloud, jump forward. I have no idea how it works.
Well, no, it's the same as any other leap or high jump, or excuse me, long jump. In previous versions of the game, you would.
So you're just
You're-
hopping up and over it then.
You're
It's-
just doing a jump over.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
I would assume. half
Some of them say you're only X
distance
amount of
is height.
distance off the ground when you jump. That's why I was asking. Cloud jump
Oh.
might be one where you're like, I fucking jumped 20 foot in the air over top of something 30 foot
I mean,
wide.
it's a legendary skill on a level 15 character. Might as well.
It's all new. That's
put
why
some
I'm
style
asking.
into it, right?
Yeah, so it's and you have fucking piston legs. So so you jump over and land on the other side, so you don't have to worry about that. Carrying the creature with you, I will move that. Do you have an action left? Oh no, it's all 3 for that, isn't it? Is it
No,
3?
actually, it's 60 feet of movement, so it's 2 of my.
Oh, okay.
actions.
So you got 1 left. It takes 2 to go through the web, which is roughly where that guy is at. It's actually just behind him. It's like right here. thought I put a spider web.
Then
I'll
what I'm
grab a
gonna
spider
do
web and put it
is
there.
I will move to here where I
Sure.
am adjacent to my allies, so I can protect them with
Gotcha.
my shield.
Okay, and then that takes us to Foxglove. So, Foxglove, what do you want to do?
We're gonna try to absorb Bartleby.
That is not what I was expecting.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
Okay. Want to absorb Bartleby.
Part of me once, you'll be part of me again.
Yeah, wow, that's
Woo! Taking you back home.
Let me look at something here. I don't know how that would work. Okay, if you want to try to absorb them to control the armor, it is a. You don't have a skill appropriate for it, so it is a wisdom roll. No, it can't be a wisdom roll.
The armor has to make a save its turn.
Yeah, I have to make. Oh, I don't like this. What is your class DC?
Yeah, that is gonna be 31.
I'm spending villain points.
Get back in the car, we're leaving.
Spending villain points. I got a 9 and then a
How-
3, so no.
Okay, now you can
So-
try and absorb in my
I'd love to
face.
see it.
No, yeah. Now it just takes 2 actions. You absorb them. 1 to walk over, 2 to use it.
Cool, done.
So you absorb him. All of the nightmare devourers turn and look at you. And then they go. They're all going to jump and attack as a group. They're going to do unified front. 41, you're in full plate. So you'd have a full plate AC bonus to your normal amount. You're not trained in heavy armor, are you?
No.
Okay, so you just have their AC instead. So you have a 40.
Okay. Cool.
So that was fun. They all jump at you and they're clinging to your armor. Because I
Cool.
did not
Cool,
hit
cool,
you.
cool.
That was 1 action to walk over, 2 actions to absorb Bartleby. That takes us, I guess, to the top of the list again. Nora, what do you want to do? While these combat rounds are going fast.
Okay, so you've got Foxglove.
You have no idea what's good. There's armor over there just fucking shit up, and you just saw, I mean, I guess from your guys' point of view, the armor just ate or swallowed an armored Bartleby. So from the outside looking in, it probably looks like he's putting armor on. I didn't really think about that until now.
This is possession erasure, and we will not stand for it.
It's so great.
I do want to point out, though, that Everston probably could see the armor take a swing at the other armor and would
Sure.
likely be like, wow,
No
that is a
idea.
very,
You're
like,
dead to them right now.
That's a very, very, like, feminine, dainty suit of armor.
No, it's not. It looks
Wow.
normal because it doesn't have your body in it.
Oh, I know, but it's still, like, the controls, I feel like, would still mimic her
You're telling it
movements.
what to do. It just
So it
does
doesn't-
its job. It's
so-
animated armor.
Less like you're wearing a skin suit and more
If
like you
your
have
body
remote
was
control.
in it, it would be more like you were wearing the armor. You're just
That
telling it
remote
what to
control
do.
car is moving in an effeminate way that is
Yeah.
familiar to
No.
me. Like,
I believe that is
Maybe.
armorist, so I'm gonna go with no.
So
Anyway,
Life Sight works on living. Well, we're not in the Dark Tides. Okay.
Nope. Here's your spider web.
Undead Sense won't work.
Thought I had a better spider web.
Walking in a spot away.
Oh, there it is.
Leave a message.
No, don't do it.
And we'll call you
Don't
back.
do it. Adam's not here. Don't do it.
Adam would have a whole new.
He would have
original
all new
song.
lyrics.
All right, since I don't know what's going on.
No.
This is.
I
this
mean,
is
I'll tell you what,
Laura
if someone makes a really good perception check versus her, yeah, maybe, but no one's trying to figure out what's going on in there because you guys are literally just trying to get the fuck out.
No, that's what I mean. Okay, so
There'd be no reason for anyone to be making a perception check first. There's no passive perception is going to
no.
make this.
So
It is
yeah,
the
so that's
evil
what-
armor that you all fought and went, fuck those things.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Since Nora doesn't know what's going on, she's going to tell Everston to grab Foxglove's body and if this rips behind me, to call the train. And then I'm going to spend my 2 actions to use the spider web.
Okay, 2 actions. You go through the spider web. Audience, can I get a d20 roll for the link between the two, trying to go back? Allie heals emotional
And I'm
damage.
using my action to keep a hold. I'm using my third to keep a hold of him.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. But a d20 roll from them, and then that would go to Everston.
9 and a 6.
She goes through the spider web, and you see like it tear and start to feather out on the one side. It may work again, but you would be risking it because you took 2 through, and you'd technically be taking another 2 through it.
Right. Well, that's why I said, like, if this tears.
I'm just telling Everston.
Right. Okay.
So Everston, it's your
And the
turn.
2 that she. Well, what about Voss? Wasn't he here at the start of this?
Yeah, he's still here.
All right. Well, then I'll. This is just like the end of season 1. I am going to, when it's my turn, I will push Voss through, or at least tell him to go through.
Voss would argue it. He would say he needs to stay here because he's a caster, and he would be protecting everybody, because that's the words I have from Voss. You could just throw him through with the other hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll retract my
Just
shield.
make me an athletics move. As you like, no.
Oh no, but I gotta pick up, retract the shield for free because it's on the shield rail.
Yep.
Pick up Lillian's body
Yep.
as action 1. Action 2, kick Voss through. And then action 3, move through myself, I guess.
It's 2 actions to go through.
It takes 2 actions to use the web.
It takes 2 actions.
Well,
to
then
use
I'll
the
put
web.
him through first.
All right, so you Spartan kick him through.
Yeah.
Just give me an athletics roll. Just don't botch this. Don't like kick him off into oblivion. Please, God, please kick him into oblivion.
This hurts me more than it hurts you.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That might not be true.
Athletics, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, just WrestleMania.
Yep.
WrestleMania.
Spartan kicking him through the
37.
web.
37.
37. You kick him, and you see him go through the web. I need another d20 roll from the audience. I'm not going to use a 9 and a 6. It just seems rude. That was for that roll. We'll take the next set of rolls, the first one. So d20. And do you have any actions left?
We got 11.
Oh, thank God. Look at the second one.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one too.
So an 11, you kick him through, and another part of it rips up, but it's still semi-attached. It should still work. But for
We need it for one more round.
no,
6
you need it
seconds.
for 3 bodies.
Oh.
You, Lillian, and Lillian's devoured nightmare.
Those parts don't count as the same person?
No, that's not baggage.
Can I
Plus
stuff
extra to
it
check
in?
baggage.
Can I stuff it into her
No, we
hollow
just
skull
fucking
and like
Let me
hopefully
split her face open and shove
it's
it in.
one piece. It's one piece. It's one person.
Tie a ribbon around it, right? That's how you fix things. Chocolate
Get some
coat
more
it and
of that
tie a
melted-
ribbon around its
I was gonna
face.
say, get
Ooh,
some
that
more of
melted
that
chocolate.
gold flaked melted chocolate.
That's right.
For those who
Shit,
missed last episode,
he's gonna answer to Everston.
you should look that up. That charlatan did a number on this group. But he made the portal here. He did his job. I think that's a fair exchange. So Everston, you out of actions? I mean, you got one
Yes,
action left. I guess you could pick
punching.
Lillian up with the other action, right?
No, it was shield for free to put her away. One action to pick up Lillian.
And
And
then
then
2 to kick.
actions
So you do have
put
Lillian.
Voss through.
That's what I wanted to
Because
know.
you said Voss, it takes 2 actions.
2
to put
actions
someone
used
through,
the
right?
Yep, so you boot him through it because you forcefully did it. All right, Lillian, you swallowed Bartleby. I need you to make me a. I'm so fucking sorry for this. This is written down. I need a fortitude and a will save.
Oh, okay. Fortitude first.
No, he's being generous.
That is a
Throw in
natural
reflex
20
save,
for
too.
44.
A 44.
Is a natural 20. I don't think she can get much better than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will tell you, you got that one.
Okay. And will time. I'm going to use my own patch.
Oh no!
I'm gonna start typing something to Foxglove here because I have a feeling this is
Oh,
not
no.
gonna go right.
Private message is always a sign of good luck.
It is if it's Nora, right?
Okay. 34.
Okay, so
Someone,
No.
Someone say something.
No. Wait. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Allie,
Yes.
wait, is this a
Yes.
mental effect?
it is a
Is it
mental
mental
effect.
You get your +4.
It is a mental effect.
I
Plus
don't
4 from
know.
what?
So that brings it to a 37 because I'm a snake.
Oh,
You got a
cool.
34. You got
Cool,
34, so me
cool.
a 38.
Cool.
Oh, 38.
Put those in order.
I just thought,
mean-
in case she
Yeah,
critically
no,
failed
it,
that
no,
nice
hey,
saver
it
from the
helped.
critical
It
fail.
helped. It's still a frail fail. So
Right, but hopefully not a critical.
instead of a crit fail. Okay, I need to roll some stuff here really quick.
Cool.
You are taking emotional damage.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Emotional damage.
Oh no.
As you take this damage, you start seeing all of the nightmares of Bartleby thinking that you guys were like, you know, the best friends, like family, the nightmare happening, him getting shunted off into the tides, him getting brought back as this shadow creature, finding out that he is really a conduit for Darkane, that the entire time he has been with you, he has been slowly eating your nightmares, and it's why you don't have many memories or dreams. And I am including not your familiar, but just him when you guys are around during those moments. Now that the last season we did our big table piece when Nora gave up things to him as well, memories and whatnot for that whole thing. All of this comes flooding back to you like one after another, like getting slammed through numerous memory walls until that happens that I sent to you. Are you still conscious?
Okay. Absolutely not. Erica, can you give me a refresher on the rules of insta-death in Pathfinder
There
2?
isn't insta-death unless the damage... Oh, actually, no, it's not true. That's not true.
Is he still there for anyone else? He just froze for me.
I'm here.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's here.
he's
Oh.
there.
PF2.
Oh, that scared me. He's like-
PF2.
He's like, what are the rules for incident? He's like, eh.
And that's how it works. No, insta-death, there is rules. Some spells and abilities can kill you immediately or bring you closer to death without needing to reduce you to 0 hit points. These abilities have the death trait and usually involve negative energy. The antithesis of life, you are reduced to 0 hit points and death, so you would be at 0.
Okay.
And
okay,
then
so
you would
not in the
start
negative.
making your saves.
All right. Well, next turn we're gonna start making some saves. So
If I hit you in this state, again emotionally, you immediately take 2. Because it's considered a crit. You'd be considered a character, and you get hit, it would be immediate 2. You are stuck in here right now. You're unconscious. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, Todd.
Okay.
They don't make saves until their turn next round, correct? Is that death saves? The beginning of your turn?
Yeah, I think so. It's on your own turn.
So this
When-
happens this
when you go
turn.
down, when you are dropped, your initiative moves to right before the creature that dropped you, I think, or right after, one of the two.
Okay.
But
So
just so there can't be,
42,
like, delay shenanigans or
Yep.
whatever.
So we will move you to Bartleby's initiative.
Yeah, you immediately move your initiative position to directly before the turn. which
To
is
their
dropped.
turn? Okay, so you would be a 50.
Bartleby's initiative would be a name of a beer, right? That's
Bartleby's initiative. That is a great beer.
There you
Maybe
go.
it's a new wine at the Sunburst
fine.
Winery. So you are a 50. You're one before or after? You go before
Ah,
them or
that's a-
after them?
great. That's,
4.
Okay, so 51.
Immediately move your initiative directly before the turn.
Okay.
That should reduce.
So
And the possessed
51.
body is not the one that died, so okay.
No, but it's not the body. It's your entire possession mental state of who you are.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
you can't cancel the spell. What I would recommend is looking up if your spell goes away when you're unconscious. How that would work for possession.
I want to say yes.
I don't want to say, I want to know.
Because
this is
if the
very
possessed body dies, the
important.
spell ends.
Your body's not dead.
I would say I think it would dismiss the spell, but I would be
Okay, so you're at
unable
0
to
in your
make
body.
a fortitude save, so I would be paralyzed.
So you are at 0 in your actual body. But wow, you one-way tripped yourself back to your body before they went through the fucking web. Not how I was expecting this to go. So you would get shunted from the armor. Bartleby is now in the armor, and you are now teleported back to your body that is unconscious at 0 hit points. What is your passive perception, Everston? Is it over a 20?
Sure is.
You see a breath come from her, like a gasp, as you're carrying, like you pick her up, you're and her eyes flutter a little bit in the chocolate shell. Wrapped in the golden ribbon. It's just like cracking at this point because she's being like lifted around. Like, so that would take us to Nora.
I went through the web.
You're on the other side. So when you come out on the other side, you come out in the upstairs, not the stairwell.
Right.
The upstairs. When you come out in the upstairs, it is normal. There you can see. You can start to hear the sound as it's coming back into existence of the people outside. You don't hear horns or anything going off. You hear like carriages and soul stallions, and you can hear the train moving by, like probably another train passing through Merrifield. Definitely time has passed. It's in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Your web's torn and gone. But remember, there's a second one because that's how Voss got here.
Okay.
So both webs are like layered into this area. That's why it's still intact, because there's 2 of them. Where would you go before we see how these guys get out and we cut into break? Are you going in particular? Like, are you running downstairs? Are you going to go look for something? Because if you run downstairs, you will see the other web, because it's on the stairs going down.
Because I don't know how much time has passed, and I don't know. I mean, this is. It might seem out of character for Nora, but because of everything that's happened, I think she's going to look for a window, bust it open, and jump out before running to find Gatings or someone that can help.
You can just open the window and talk. There's people moving around. You're in the train yard. They've moved your car back into the train yard. It's no longer by the conductor's platform. It's back into the train yard.
Then I'm going to open up the window. I'm going to climb out. But as I do, I'm going to yell, like, someone get Omar.
Oh, okay. I would say someone working here would be like, oh, Omar's at the engine.
Okay, well then, and they just
and he
see
points, and you see like the train leaving. The train never stops. I mean, it's just pick people up. It's on the way out. We just detached your car because he said that, and I quote, "We don't know where they are. We need to leave the car here, so we just moved the car and parked it back here."
That's fine. That's fine. So then I'm gonna start going to, and this is dangerous, but if anyone's gonna know how to hide this body, it's gonna be the Keeper of Dreams.
That is true. So you're gonna head over to the Studium. That'll take us back into the other realm. That will take us to Everston. Everston, you've kicked one body through. You now have another body you got to put through. She is conscious. She has 2 actions. Or she's not dead. She's not an inanimate object. It would take 2 actions to put her through.
Okay, then. What about the Dream Devourer? Isn't that part of her?
The one you're holding? It looks dead.
Oh. See, I was holding them together, and I transferred it.
Together.
I did it all
together.
I knew what I was doing. They actually transferred. So I'll drop the the Dream Devourer then, I guess. No, I'll keep it with me just in case we need to examine it. Nora would be mad if I had left behind evidence. I'm going to... I'll put her through then.
Okay, so 2 actions.
Yeah, I'll put her through.
Audience, I need a d20 roll. Let's see if we can leave this web around long enough to not tear apart. I will tell you, you need a 14 on the die. At this point.
Oh, yeah, natural 1.
You shove her through, you see the web wrap around her, the last part of it, and pulls up into that empty space, and there's no webs left. So let me do this. We're gonna delete Nora. We're gonna delete that. We're gonna delete. Well, let's move this guy. And then we're gonna delete Foxglove, and it's just you. And then the other side, you see the armor, and you see him reach down next to, like, through everything. He reaches down, grabs something as you kind of glance back, and he starts walking towards the glowing, magical, like, unraveling in the center.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that is correct. All right, so Everston, you have 1 action left.
How many actions is it to call the train?
The train is any action like that's gonna be like cast a spell. It's gonna be 2 actions.
Well then, I will return my shield to the readied position.
Okay.
And because I took the shield away, I went out of my stance. So I will use that last action to go back into Paragon's Guard, which means like my shield will always be ready. I don't have to spend an action each turn for it.
Okay, this is a very unique set of events that have happened. So I'm going to quickly recap before I do mine. We came in here with the vessel, did not let it hit the portal. That vessel got taken back out with Nora. Lillian possessed somebody, got Angelo out of the armor, the body of Angelo, which could do something. Then attacked Walter in the armor, did not know that. Walter falls out of the armor. She turned and enveloped Bartleby. This is all after she possessed it. Something happened. She lost the battle. She got shunted. Possession dies. She's stunned for a minute, like they were saying, but she got put back to her real body. Honestly, best escape plan ever. Probably didn't think it was going to work that way, but hey, sometimes magic's just magic. As you get shunted back to your body, I now am wearing full plate as Bartleby. And walk towards the unraveling of a magical ley line knot in the center of the bridge. And I put my hand out. Darkane puts it in the vessel and starts absorbing the magic out of the knot in the center of Limbo. And then Everston readies his shield. And then I go. You see the knots and everything, the magic start unraveling and wrapping around him and fusing the armor together. As you see this purple cloak start to get born out of him. As his hand is on his face, as he pulls it away, you see the mask start to form for Darkane around his face. And then it would be Everston's turn. Everston, what do you want to do? Because everybody else is outside of here, so they don't matter now. Well, besides the unconscious person, but she can't really do anything right now. Everston, what do you want to do? Call the choo-choo? Go to break?
It's my only way out, I think.
That's not true.
Well, I'm not going to solo this guy.
That is also, that is a permanent way out, but that is also not what I'm thinking. I'll tell you what, we're going to go to break so that everyone can recap their notes together as a group out of character, because this is a very pivotal moment because I now have a body and I didn't have one earlier. And by I mean Darkane now has a body and he didn't have one earlier. I don't mean I as in me. I have a body. I'm sitting here. So we're going to go to break. We'll be back in a few. I'll let my group talk. They're really successful on half of this, and now something else, which is not in my notes, is kind of changing things up. Be back in 13. There is a feeling of heat that emanates out. Behind you, you hear the shh of a dagger getting unsheathed. And you can hear the actual smile on the girl widen as skin cracks and splits. And inside the room, there are two people holding down a person on a bed, wearing robes. And when the door opens, it looks back and is just a silver skull. He yells down, he's like, "Path is clear!" At the 8th floor, as one jumps at him to tackle him.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And it misses. Forward to landing and arrival, unless anybody has anything very important they want to do on the ship or a scene they want before we leave.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen making oatmeal.
You're making oatmeal?
Yep, making human oatmeal.
Are you making it with crash milk?
Yeah, you know, somebody Azuka had mentioned crash milk before, and I'm like, I'll give it a shot.
So it's like muscle milk, but for energy.
Yes.
In my brain, it's just like carbonated milk, and I'm just real gross.
Yeah.
Like a tangy carbonated milk.
Say carbonated milk on air. I don't know. I'm gonna get banned for that. Nobody wants to hear that.
It's just as good as homemade yogurt. Oh my goodness.
So as you're pouring it's carbonated. As you pour it in, it's flat at first, and you stir it, and all of a sudden it starts bubbling, and like all of the Fruit Loop. I don't know why you're not grabbing every doll and just crushing them. There you are, you little bitch. Time to die. It's curb stomping time. Ow! Fucking monster. There you go. Give him the axe. Oh, one more time. What was that, Drew? What was the level?
Level 14.
Oof, you can't get that in the city. You're level.
Yeah, we have to wait for it.
Once you get to Cadra, yeah. Once you get back, you could have even said you had the order out for him. And once you get back, they can just be delivered from the. So everything that gets delivered to Merrifield is at the air tower and the grounds around it and storage until you re-arrive, and then they bring all that stuff in and distribute it out. So you could have ordered it there.
Do you have the inventor feat?
No.
Say if you had the inventor feat, you could just create the formula for it on your own. Same as if you were crafting something else.
Todd,
you just craft the formula.
I was deliberately never mentioning that.
Okay, well, I know what I'm. Actually,
would you like me to make it?
God damn it, Todd!
Oh, do you have it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I do have
love
inventor.
Does that mean I'm only gonna be able to give this to him once we're on the ship?
I ain't never been
sure
on
this
the dog's
one
good
needs
side.
something.
Thought of new management? Don't sit right.
Yeah, I think the bubble of Grimoire saves the group of you as you see the land itself turned into like this inky shadow. And you start seeing shadow versions of people who have died in the town. All, let me get the number here. I believe we're at 37. I think that's what we're at right now. Of 40 victims. Oh, God. Acid fucking rain? What the fuck is this shit? Apparently I gotta go into cover when that shit happens, eh? Third death.
That's
goes,
fine, Nim. I have the comms open for
listen,
everybody.
can I
An
spend
actual
it?
golden
Can I
apple, and
spend
like,
it?
pull-
Is it money?
It's money.
Is that an actual gold apple? She like leans in.
I mean, I could try biting it. but
Is it
I like
real
relief.
gold? Sure. Hey,
Can we just convert
it's
these to
sellable.
bars so we don't get a bunch of questions?
If it's sellable, no, because then they know. I mean, you don't want to get caught. Be like, who paid you? Well, I got gold apple slices. Like, Frogger Force.
Quick
Oh, it has
question,
numerous modes.
GM.
He clicks it again, and it turns into a 3D environment. But it's like all hard light. You need a good sized room. I recommend something that's like 50 by 50 at the smallest. It's like VR. If you have too tiny of a space, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah. Do you accept apple? I mean, gold. Do you
card.
accept gold?
I need a co-pilot.
I'm a dwarf.
Always.
Yeah, of course I accept gold.
Dope. Okay,
Do you have
I think we
gold?
can work with this.
You have gold?
Yeah, a little bit.
Always down for all you can eat muffler cake.
Well, green disappears.
Does it cost a ticket?
Cling. Put in your email address at info here for free ticket now.
All you can eat. All you can eat.
Oh, perfect.
Muffler cake.
He
He's
leans
always
over to
down
his
for going
guy.
down on muffler cake.
What's that email we used again?
You've got like 5 of them.
Dirty
Hold on.
saying it.
I just need one. Oh, perfect.
Kasha gets another one. He's like, man, we get a lot of emails. As you like take the email, you get your free ticket. 4 o'clock. So write down that you need to be there at 4, Drew.
Okay.
4 p.m. muffler cake eating contest.
Yeah, muffler cake.
All right.
Muffler cake.
As he disappears to go get his stomach
Are we
ready,
sure he's recovered from that? Until
a bunch of ship everywhere.
This happened to my cousin once when he went running off looking for his wooden boy.
He got trapped in a whale?
Yeah.
what was? I think I heard that story before, Ralph has.
God damn it.
Oh, I may have told it. I don't know. I may have dreamt it. For all I know.
That's your
I think you brought it up at one
Pedo,
point.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boy's name started with like a P or something, like Pino,
Yeah.
something.
Pinocchio.
Pan-
Pinocchio Pop.
Piccolo.
Pinocchio.
It was Piccolo. He had
Pinocchio.
green antennae. I remember this story.
Yeah, I remember the story too.
I love how you guys just played a game of telephone, yet you're all in the same call.
What? We went from Disney to Dragon Ball Z. What do you want? It's anime.
His name is Piccolo. That is canon now. That is Valfest's cousin.
Trying to get away. She's bleeding like that goldish energy out of her. Especially with that ghoul hitter, like right here.
Grab someone.
Reach out and hug someone.
I'm grabbed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and that only needs one hand, so I'm using my other hand to pound on her.
Sure.
Just palm her
these-
face into the deck.
You want me to trip her?
Oh god.
What? The milk jug plays a song. It's advertising. We're in sci-fi. I'm putting Adam on the spot because he makes songs up all the fucking time.
Oh, the milk jug plays a song.
milk
I thought
jug
you
plays
meant
the
the
song.
carbonation in the milk plays a song. I was like, what the fuck?
We got
No,
milk
no,
jugs.
no.
We got finger blasted. This stream is rated PG, folks.
We have something special. The Season 1 War Lantern patches are finally here. Glow in the dark, only 95 limited run. It comes with a card of authenticity, and we are excited finally to have it in our store. Link down below. And remember, like, subscribe, and share with all your friends, because when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we have something special to give away. So, yeah, everybody. The group's still taking their break, but I figured I'd come back here early. I want to go over some cards with everybody. We had a bunch of cards played. And patches. Thank you for everybody paying patches because they are so low right now. If they don't have patches played, I'm a little fucking worried. So we had a bunch of arsenals. We had another contact card, which during this downtime scene that's coming up, contacts are going to be very important to them. Emotional damage. Technically speaking, they can spend these cards to help bring Lillian back if she survives her death saves. And then we had 100 squalls. We had some cannonballs, which might be important. I have a feeling season finale, they're going to use ships to shoot stuff. I'm just guessing. Some attack bonuses. The attack bonuses work for ships or for people if we're in a scene where we can use those. Hero points. This is the good ones. So Voss unlocked another hero point, it looks like. Who else got one? Voss. I think Everston got one that he can take for... Foxglove got a hero point. Okay, I'm assuming that Lillian's going to take that for the second half. Yeah, okay. On top of that, we have, let's see here. We have a conductor card. Yeah, sure. Why not make it more powerful? The Bathysphere. We have another Studium card. We have a Nora hero point. Nora hasn't used any of hers, though, I don't think, yet for this show. So she might not be taking hers yet. Some Gales, a town event, which will happen when we get everybody back in. I will make a note here for the town event, because I have something I have a list of town events that happen. We'll just go to the next one on the chart. Town event. Mark this down. Event. All right. And then some squalls, repair engine. They would have brought the engine in there, they're going to need it. The lamplighter stuff, that's going to be good too. For those who are wondering, the lamplighter cards are what light the city up. So, man, I got something in my eye. As we expand the city, the lamplighters make the daylight and light lanterns to keep the dark tides out. Those are important for Merrifield when they move because the level of the daylighter, the lamplighters in general versus the power of the dark tides determines if it can make it into the city. So those are super important. We haven't had it happen yet. None of them have made it in. We've had dark tides wash against it. If they wouldn't have had all those cards when we did the Tundra episode, I would have buried that place in fucking dark tides. And then emotional damage cards, which you're going to need. I see there's another victim card in here. Who played that victim card? I'm going to guess it's Amir. Yep, sure was. Sure was Amir. Them victim cards. And then Cher got another Voss point. I love that the hero point's coming through, or for the person who's not fucking here. And Everston has another one. So I'm assuming Everston's going to take that hero point for the second half, Everston. All right. So we got everybody back. Does the cast need to talk about anything else? Or is the plan kind of good? We can talk about it live once we get everybody out, too. I just wanted to give you a minute to be able to discuss things. And I can answer questions with the Studium and stuff like that. I think the only thing we're going to have to solve is what Everston is doing. I think that's the only big thing, and then we can go into whatever we need. Patch 7 to Allie, so another one to Allie. Jesus, girl. They really want you to survive. I love that they are giving them to you when Everston, the one who's truly fucked right now. All right, well, we'll see if you're going to be okay. So, Everston, it's your initiative. It's your turn. He is absorbing the ley lines into himself. You see gold lines like hitting the armor and like soaking through it. He seems to be taking whatever energy this knot is. And there is all those lines are connected to him. They are not connected anywhere else on this bridge. The bridge begins to crack and crumble from what is going on. What does Everston want to do?
Quick question about the Tide Runner. If I were to call it, does it arrive at the point where I called it or wherever I am?
It arrives within one stride of you, basically, like alongside you. Or
But
behind you.
Close to me,
Yeah.
wherever I am.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Whoever calls it is who it goes to.
Okay, then, all right.
But it takes time. It's a D6 minutes.
That's fine.
Sorry, it's a
I'm
D6. It's a D6 minus 1. D6 minus 1 minutes.
I have this all planned out. This is going to be great.
But if you use both together, if you use Call the Tide Runner and Arrives on Time, if you use those, you use that thing together, it just shows up next round.
Yeah, I was gonna say try comboing it with Trains on Time.
Just so there's clarity. I just want there to be clarity for it because this is pretty. It's a dangerous moment. I don't want you to think I'm trying to fuck you over here.
No. Never. All right, I will say I'll be facing this guy. Okay, I will shout to him.
Don't suppose I could convince you to give this all up?
Would you like to?
I'd hate to have us all bring the full power of the Gravelighters down upon you.
Oh no.
Are you trying to diplomacy or intimidate this guy with that? I'll give you a check.
I think I'm equally shitty at both. Let me just double check. Oh, I'm actually trained in diplomacy, so I'm a little bit better with that. Yes, it'll be a plea to stop their bullshit.
Okay.
Appeal to Bartleby.
Okay, so that's middling. That's 28.
As he's absorbing, he has his hand out, he's absorbing the ley lines out, and he pulls one out and snaps it. When he goes like this, you see it turn into this long black whip.
Then with my actions, I will... Well, first I'll say it's like...
Disappointing.
And I will leap off the side of this bridge.
You're jumping. Oh, you're not calling the Tide Runner. I was all ready to X out Tide Runner cards here.
Well, I'm using an action to jump off the side.
Okay.
And as I fall off the side, a little device that I made long ago called a Snap Leaf Talisman activates, and I am now invisible and feather falling. And I will use my second action, and or third, to call the Tide Runner.
So you believe you're falling. Is that what you said? You're falling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're slow falling now. You call a Tide Runner. Can I get a D6 from the audience minus... Oh, no. You're going to use both cards? You're going to tandem them?
I'll use both.
Okay, never mind. We don't have to have an audience roll. So we'll use Serving Hands, Trains on Time. And then we're going to call the Tide Runner, which normally you would roll for. Don't have to. We're going to use Strengths, call the Tide Runner, because why not? He's not here. It makes sense to use his card. He might as well help in some way. As you call the Tide Runner, then I need to flip back to the rest of the party as you're floating invisible in this space or falling slowly. Nora, you see as you run down the stairs, oh no, you jumped out of the car. There is a flash of energy inside your train car again. As you run by the front of the train car to start going towards the stadium, you see Lillian's body tumble down the stairs and Voss catch her.
Okay.
And Voss looks out next to you. As that happens, you start to see the Tide Runner flicker, and you know what that is. And you are within running distance if you want to be on the Tide Runner. And so is Voss, technically.
Well, Voss is out of spells, though, right?
He is out of spells. He hasn't. No matter how many days you were in there, he never took the time to study spells.
Correct. So,
I'd be so mad to hear you say that.
I know.
I'm so mad.
As a matter of fact, I'm clipping that.
True. Sorry, Drew.
Sorry, Drew. You could have been prepping spells, but you didn't. I guess this depends on like what Drew would say as Voss. I'm gonna tell.
I'm not doing
him,
the accent, but I'll help you.
Well, no, but it's more like because I don't know what he messaged you, like what Voss would do.
Okay.
So, Voss, can you take this to this person to the stadium?
I was gonna go to the stadium and start doing Grimoire stuff, but where's Everston?
I I told him to call the train if he couldn't make it through the spider web.
And he looks
tire
over and you see
flickering-
shook, shook,
flickering.
shook, as it's like flickering. It's like every time the train tires move as it's getting going, the train flickers as like that eerie smoke comes out of it. He goes, I think
I think I got a train to catch. Can you take care of this?
yeah, of course. Why not? I have no spells. And he would pick up
I'm gonna-
Lillian.
I'm gonna run to the train.
As you start to run Lillian, I need you to make me a saving throw for death save. Now, death saves in this game, you have no wounds. You're right. You have no wounds right now. You're just you're wounded, but you don't have the. Is it called a condition wound? Right.
It's condition wounded.
So that means
yeah.
you have no penalty to the roll, and I believe it's just a straight D10 roll, right?
Nora could just boop her snoot and have her healed to full.
Am I
I
correct?
don't know if I have enough time to do that. though.
You would need to go to the train car.
You probably need all action.
So, but I'm letting Lillian go because she might wake up from this. It is feasible.
Okay, so it's just above 10.
I believe it's a
wake up?
10. It's a D10, right? A D20 roll.
No,
you need
it's
11
a
and up.
D20 and you need. I think it's 10 plus your wounded.
Yeah, she's not wounded though.
Yeah.
So, 10 plus. So it's just a 10 up.
Flat check. Yep.
Okay. 20, you wake up with 1 hit point.
10 plus dying condition.
How
What's a 1 do?
No. How many patches and hero points did you say?
Oh, you have
got
3
there?
patches now thanks to the audience. Would you like to use one?
Yes.
Okay. And you have 1 hero point that you're sitting on.
Okay.
I'd like to point out that Lillian has used 4 patches so far this show.
That is a 19.
Okay, that means you're stable. I'm gonna say that Voss cracks the shell on your face and force feeds you a potion.
Okay.
All right. 40 points. 41 points. Sorry, 41 points because the bonus is higher.
Yes. Okay.
All right. That was you waking up. You see the train flickering. So you would be looking like God, how would I explain this? There is the train. You'd be looking out the back of the door of Nora's office. The door is missing. It's on the ground. Looking out the back as the train is flickering, and Nora is running as fast as she can to jump onto the back of the train as it's flickering to disappear and go somewhere. You wake up. Do you have actions after you wake up from a save? Or is it 3 actions? Does it say?
I don't.
I'm assuming it's
so.
an action to make your death save, right?
Her
Yeah.
turn
At the
is
start of your
still.
turn.
Yeah, she's.
But is it an
full at the
action?
start
That's
of
what I
your
wanted
turns
to
when you
know.
get all your actions.
Yeah, it's her turn, but does that cost an action for the death save?
No,
No.
because that's done as.
So you would have 3 actions
on
when you
its own, I
wake
think.
up.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay.
You're laying down, obviously, because he cracked the shell off you and it's force feeding you a potion. Don't die, don't die, don't die. Everston will never not blame himself.
I think she's immediately going to look up Voss and she's just like. going
Oh
to
my
ask
god,
where-
thank you. All right. I gotta go to the study. Are you okay? Because that is 100% what Voss would do.
No.
Oh.
Lillian's gonna go to the study with him at this point.
Oh. Okay. Everston's not back.
Well, the train has already left, correct?
No, it's basically at the end of this round, it will be gone. And Nora is running to jump on it as it is disappearing. You could get there. It would take your actions and an athletics check to get onto it because it is moving. Same thing Nora is going to make. It's only like a 20. It's not hard.
Let's do it.
Oh my
Let's
god!
do it.
Wait, how hard to get
Guard will
over
be
there.
still there. I can't leave now.
Get out, go back. Get out, go back. We're like cats.
I'm going
Should I
to
just
make
name
sure that
Limbo
Omar's okay.
Opium? Like, should Limbo just be Opium or Heroin, the Heroin Realm? Should that what it be called? Just can't kick it?
Dragon,
like what?
because we keep chasing
You
it.
can't chasing it?
I
Like,
don't want to go, but I don't want to leave Everston by himself, and I don't want to leave Omar by himself. So
okay. So
But Lillian is sleeping on the train.
you're not gonna have time to sleep. You literally are running and making an athletics to get on. So both of you are running. I need athletics from both of you Need a 20. I'm really not worried about Nora as much as I am as Lillian tripping,
Say.
falling, hitting her face on the train tracks.
Oh, look, I made it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Athletics
Pick up that
20 at this
funeral
level
run.
should be easy.
Take a leap.
Because you get
It's
your,
athletics 20.
yeah, 20. Because you get your level and all that stuff too.
I failed.
No, you don't.
Oh, you don't unless you're trained?
Or you have one of
failed.
those feats.
Oh, you fail. Okay,
Let's double check.
she runs. Is it a 1? Is that a 20? Is it a 5?
It fell
What?
out of my hand. It fell out of my hand, and it is a natural 20.
So you run and jump onto the caboose of the train.
Oh my god.
Nora, you run
She does a
and
cartwheel in the air.
as soon, this is a new thing, but as soon as it starts to flicker, you see the Gatling gun flip up out of the train car. And you hear the sirens going off on the train, because at this point, every time they've been called, it has never been good.
It's never been good.
It's never been like, nah, we just need a ride from the state fair. No, it's never something good. We were too drunk at the bar. Come pick us. Nothing like that. It's always like, welcome to the coldest hell of all time, or welcome to us fighting a two-headed Akata is never good. So you see it flip up. It disappears. You are floating. And you see the head, like the light from the front of the train, as that green light spills out into limbo. Up above you, how fast do you fall? What's your speed with the feather token?
Oh, you fall 60 feet around so that it's
So you
not
don't
going to
die.
hurt when you land.
So you fall 60. That means the train will be here, and you will fall 60, correct?
Right.
All right. Are you trying to fall on the train?
I would like to, if possible.
Yeah,
If not,
I will give you an athletics check
some-
to kind of fucking.
I have some bullshit planned. If
Well, let's hear the
not, but I would
bullshit. The
really
bullshit's always
No,
more
no, no,
entertaining.
no, no. That's a last minute.
Oh, okay.
He'll never allow it kind of thing. So I want.
I mean, I don't know. You're vertical jumping
wanna
30
do the
foot. I'm pretty much
legitimate-
allowing anything at this point.
Okay, good. Well, I will attempt
We're in limbo.
to maneuver there. So you said athletics? Or
Athletics.
acrobatics?
Yep. I mean, unless you want to make a will to control yourself in limbo, or to control limbo to control you.
Nah, athletics is higher than my will.
Okay.
say.
Well, DC's lower
Um,
for the limbo thing.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, athletics is already rolled, so that's a 33.
So
No.
so sliding,
31.
like jumping off. I'm assuming you kind of push off of the bridge as you're falling, so you can kind of get some distance towards where you call it, and it comes underneath as you're coming towards it, and you catch onto it. Nora, time has passed differently again because you're traveling from one point to another. Where would you like to be on the train, Lillian? Where do you want to be on the train? Because you would have enough time to navigate to where you want to be coming into this place.
I'm scrabbling up to the Gatling gun.
All right, so you and Gatings is coming up the Gatling gun. You both meet at the ladder, and he's like, Tedwick?
Rochambeau.
And he grabs the rifle off instead and climbs up the second ladder.
All right, let's do it.
So you're taking the Gatling gun again.
Yes. And this time, I have a warrior's training ring, so I get my level to my roll.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you fucking own that? Why not?
I bought that back in September.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, great. So he climbs up and flips the hatch up and comes out with his mare's leg, and he starts loading rounds into it, like special rounds. You go up to the Gatling. Where is Lillian gonna be on the train? There's numerous cars. I don't know what you're looking for. She's like, I'm in the
Lillian
bathhouse.
is on her way to the conductor's car.
Oh, you're going all the way to the front of the train.
Yeah.
So you get to the front of the train. Omar is barking orders people in the Omar way, where he's like, all right, get this. Yeah, good job. Get that. Because he's super kind about everything. Then you run in and he goes, oh, darling, you look bad. Can I help you? We're in the middle of this. Wait, did you call the train?
No, it must have been Everston by process of elimination. Look, I'm just here in case. Just in case. Basically, Lillian is there for additional
Support.
protection for Omar.
So Omar's like, oh, don't worry, everything will be fine. And when you guys hit limbo, his eyes light up this like incandescent blue.
Omar, are you all right?
Oh, I feel weird. And he like kind of like he's like, all right, continue what you're doing. And like you can see he's shocked, but he's playing it off well as someone who's in control of his train. Can I get an occult roll or an arcana roll from you?
Most certainly. That's not wonderful. That's going to be a 35.
We're trying so hard.
35. His eyes light up. They look very similar to how the Keeper of Dreams looks. Like the color, the style of them looks very similar.
Omar, do you know where we are going?
He flips a panel down and you see this like weird gauge with different colored gems in it. He goes, we are, oh, it's spinning. We must be in the astral or in limbo.
It's limbo, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes, okay.
clockwise is astral. Counterclockwise, yes, counterclockwise is limbo.
Yeah, okay, so
You should hang on to something as the train goes from normal to realizing he's in limbo. Audience, can I get a D20 roll for limbo to control limbo? Or for
Train
Omar
lurches,
to control
she leans
limbo?
in and she grabs a gold hold of him,
Yeah.
looking for husband number 4.
Let's go! I lost one today, I won't lose another. You don't even know what you are yet. Why is there another Studium card?
Yes! Do it! That gamer share, just try the exclamation point 1d20.
Yeah, exclamation 1d20. Not
Or
1d,
whoever wants to do
1d20.
Oh, 13.
A
Lucky 13. We're good.
Lucky
We're good.
13. You feel the train lurch and dive as like Everston jumps off. It comes by and you can go from the conductor's car all the way back. Where do you want to go, Everston? As he's like meeting you as the train is moving like it's on an imaginary track, and you see weird formations growing underneath the train because it's in limbo and he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I guess I'll land on the
There's the Gatling gun car too.
Oh, yeah, but isn't Nora on that?
Well, she's in it, and then Gatings is out the side shot with the lever action right now.
Okay, I'll land there too. So there's this big thump, and then suddenly Everston appears because as he was falling, he was invisible.
Mm-hmm.
From
That's
the
true.
Snapleaf Talisman. So he lands and he becomes visible. He's like,
So long.
this is a joke because they were.
I didn't hear what you said. You broke up.
Yeah, you broke up.
Oh.
Do it again.
Do it again.
What took you so long?
You know, time just went by so fast, Everston. It was just.
So
And Nora says that.
Time's different here. We were
Time's
out
different
there
here.
for 20 years, dude.
well, they would have been out there for it's roughly every round is roughly a minute out there, roughly. So 10 minutes, I'll say. 10, 20 minutes have passed in total since everybody has been in here and doing stuff. On the squawk box, you would hear Omar as he's in Lillian. You can see him grab the hose and grab it's like a bendy copper pipe, and he goes, "Team, we are currently in another plane of existence. I recommend that everybody stays in time the train at all times. This is a very dangerous area. Whatever you do, do not open your doors, and please stay in your cabins. Please don't open any windows, and if you don't understand what something is, don't touch it. To those who just boarded our train, I would assume this would be our friends that were gone for 18 months, I would like to know, are we staying here or leaving?" And like in the gunner's cabin, like for the Gatling, you would have a squawk box.
Yeah.
Gating would knock on, he's like, "What's he saying?"
I guess I'll try and do like a very short free action of well, we came here to get Everston, and we're here to try and stop the Keeper of Nightmares from it looks like he's absorbing a knot of
Do you want to
magic.
see? Because you guys are below. Like if this is the bridge,
Yeah.
you guys are like down
Yeah.
here.
I'm like, bring us up. We need to see over the bridge.
I don't like that we're doing this. Oh no!
You must be this tall right through limbo. That's right.
I lost my die. Run. Okay, 19 on the die. As tracks start to form, he starts bringing himself up and around and across the back of the bridge. So you kind of got like that downwards angle. You see he's got this long whip that's probably like 20 foot behind him. And he's got his hand over inside the knot. He's absorbing the magic from the ley lines. And you see he's formed in armor. The purple cloak is there. And as the train comes up and around, he turns back and looks, and you can see the mask for Darkane that he's worn in any like depiction you've studied with the open mouthpiece, the one that's in the poster, the movie poster that Todd made.
Right.
And you see his hand is slowly forming those claws that he has on that hand. When he sees a train going by, he starts swirling the whip as a train is going by.
Okay. So
Omer's like, leave? Like, are we leaving?
Let's try and, okay,
group. You can't help yourself. You're going to shoot him. I know you can't help yourself. You're on a Gatling gun. It's going to happen.
No, it's 110%. I'm shooting him. I'm like, I'm going to take
100%.
I'm going to take a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Try and stop him from absorbing the rest of that ley line magic. After that, I guess we'll see what happens, but be prepared to bail.
To bail?
Well, you know, whatever trains do. Kelly's tired.
To bail? You mean? Oh! I thought you meant like everyone jump off the train and shit goes south.
No. Like to bail isn't to leave.
I get it. I get it now. Yeah. I was like it doesn't work. Everyone jump off the train.
No. If it doesn't work, take us out of limbo.
Welcome to limbo. What could go wrong?
So.
We do have healing waves. That's true.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a free action to envision to activate my once-a-day power on my warrior's training ring.
Okay.
Where I'm making an attack with a weapon in which I'm untrained. So let me do this other stuff first. Hold on just a second.
Untrained in Gatling gun.
Let me rewind. I'm going to devise a stratagem on Darkane.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Because.
Cool.
Why not? I don't think that's enough, but okay. Wait, hold on. What cards do we have available for attacking?
Barrage. Oh, shit. Hold on. Pause for station identification.
Okay.
I think we have a flame strike. We have... We have 3 flame strike cards.
Okay.
We have a barrage card. I would be happy to say you could play the barrage card as your fucking Gatling if you want.
Berserker Barrage.
And then we have attacks. We have plenty of attack cards. You can use up to 4 towards attacking. Each one gives you a +1. And then we have a barrage.
And does that do extra damage, or what does that do?
No, it just does damage. So you could like use the barrage card. We have 4 of those. They're legendaries. You could use a barrage card if you would like. Let me pull open barrage in my notes because it's separate from this because it's an in-house thing. Barrage would. If you wanted to barrage them and use a barrage, each barrage card does 2d12 damage. And it does unit damage. So for the purpose of shooting, it's basically versus like ships and stuff like that. It bypasses hardness. Versus a person, each barrage,
right in the unit.
Each barrage does 10d12.
Okay, so
how many barrage actions would you like to take?
Yes.
Well, if they're per action,
it would be like Gatling shooting 1, 2, 3. It's a barrage of 10d12.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'm doing. I had a whole thing for this. Now I got slightly derailed. 15.
No pun
for my
intended.
right. 15 for my devise a stratagem.
Yep.
I'm making the attack. Instead of rolling, I would use my 15 because of the warrior ring. That would be a 30. plus activating it as my free action that becomes a 34.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess I would use up to... I don't know if that would hit. But I will use... If I can use up to 4 attack cards, I guess I would.
Yeah, you can use up to 4 to give you a bonus to hit. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So I will mark off 4 attack cards for you.
Okay, so it'd be a 38 to try and hit.
We're going to use Anna's, a Serving Hands, a Jake Bacon, and a Bear the Crusader.
I know that Arcane is probably hard to hit, but it's also a fucking Gatling gun, so...
Okay. And you're going to shoot the Gatling gun. And how many barrage cards are you going to use?
I think I'm going to do...
Are you going to do 3 barrage attacks? Because I won't click them off unless you hit. I'm not going to waste a barrage card. If
okay, then I would do... Yeah, then I would do all.
Okay.
Well, I would do 2, because of 1 action to do the device
All right. So you get a +5 in the first roll, or +4 in the first roll. You're going to use another 4 cards for the second roll. We have a lot of them.
Isn't Arcane your... Did you have an active investigation on him right now?
I mean, I do, but I don't know if Eric would be like...
Well, I don't know what that would do.
Aren't your devise a stratagem
You're free if it's a someone I have an open case against.
Yeah, you have an open case against it. I mean, literally all of season 3 has been an open case against Arcane.
Open case. All right, so then that's the first... Well, I can still only use devise a stratagem once per round, but that would be 38 for the first attack. Does that hit?
Would you like to use a hero point or a patch?
I mean, I got 15 on the die, so I guess I will...
Barrage misses for the first one, then.
Well, no, I was going to say...
if you want to reroll, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that. So...
And you're adding the +4 in, right?
Yeah, so it's actually right now I've got a plus...
And don't forget don't forget the Gatling's a +1 to hit, and it has striking.
Okay, so that's
because the Gatling's damage normally. The Gatling is a +1 striking, and then 10d10 is the damage for it.
Okay, so then I didn't know about the +1, so I doubt that it would work.
But obviously, the barrage overrides the 10d10. Just as a heads up. It's not
no. But like the actual from the gun, that would have been a 39. Does that still miss?
It still misses.
Okay, that's...
Would you like to use a hero point?
Yes. Well,
hero point or patch? Okay, using a patch. All right. I'll tell you what. Gatings is going to aid you.
Okay.
I add +4.
Okay.
You can only do that for one of your actions, but he's at least going to aid to like help line up the shot.
Right.
And we'll use 1 patch for Nora.
I mean, that's an 18 on the die. And then with all the bonuses that I just got, that's a 46 to hit.
That does hit me.
Okay. So that was the barrage. So that's going to be 10. Hold on. Barrage.
We're going to use World Amble music. Because this is like action music.
And so it's going to be 6 plus 4d6. What's the regular damage for the Gatling gun?
It's 10d10 with the striking included, or you can use 12d12 if you want to use barrage.
I would be doing 12d12 then.
Okay. Can't think of the last time I rolled 12d12 for anything. D12s are my favorite dice. I will always use them as a damage die if I can.
Hit points if you're rolling up a level 12.
12, barbarian. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm just gonna roll them in the table.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you trying to see if your stratagem gives you extra damage?
No.
Not so much.
What was that, Todd?
I said digital dice, man. Sometimes they're great.
Sometimes you need them, man. Sometimes you need them. I need a bag of just 12d12. Just be like, what's this? This is for that one moment. That one moment where you need them. Oh, I'll show later. I got 2 things that I have to show the audience that I didn't show you guys either.
93, and then I gotta roll my 4d6 for my stratagem.
Cool. Cool.
I'm trying to get him away from the ley lines.
Cool. Yeah, no, I get it.
Go, so this could be 90.
Well, I guess I'll write this down here. I wasn't expecting anyone shooting him tonight, so great.
Oh, shit.
I was not expecting this at all.
Let's keep the GM guessing.
Always keep him guessing. So that was 111 points of damage. And then I'm using shared stratagem with gatings.
Okay.
So includes my allies as well as myself. When I hit a creature with an attack where I use devise a stratagem, designate one ally. The creature I hit is flat-footed, 2 gatings on their next attack.
Ooh.
Before the start of my next turn.
Are you gonna shoot again?
Yes. I was probably not gonna hit, so
Another 4 attack cards, right? Because
yeah.
I did 4 already. This will be the second 4.
Yeah.
We're gonna do serving hands. We have a meditate one in here. We're gonna use 2 of Kelly's because why wouldn't we?
Right. Okay. So it was 1 attack. Second one.
111 damage. Bullets just bouncing off the armor and ripping holes in certain spots. It's okay. We'll see. We'll see. You're not gonna. You're not killing me with that, but that's a lot.
No,
of
but I'm
damage.
trying to.
That sucked.
I'm trying to keep him. I'm trying to prevent him from.
I mean, if you
that was the whole point of it.
You fuck him up here, even if you just destroy the body, other things will happen. But we'll see.
All right.
You
Well,
have to do that slightly more than twice to.
I have Krampus here to help him.
I'm trying my best. Okay.
Fucking Krampus.
You're doing great.
You're doing great. I will tell you,
Great
I was
shot,
going to
kid.
whip
Don't
the
get cocky.
train. Don't know if I'm whipping the train now. I might be whipping a single person in a gun, or just the entire gun housing.
That's fine.
Yeah, can we just say that? Oh no, never mind. My shield's already out.
Yep. I figured you're gonna block an
I'm
attack.
definitely. I'm using Kyler's patch for that one.
Okay. All right. Second patch for the night for you. Oh, this was action-y music. This is like
was a 19.
slow music.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Does a 38 hit?
No.
No. All right.
Would you like to roll again?
I already.
Oh, you already. That was your reroll.
Well, at this point, I'd be crit fishing. So.
Yep. So you missed. Are you gonna shoot again?
I mean.
Or do you even have an action left? I don't know if devise a stratagem and sharing stratagem and all that stuff took actions at all.
No, that's all. Like if it's Let me check.
So we're gonna use Bear the Crusaders Barrage for the one that did hit. And we have one from Kelly left, one from Anna, one from Nessie. That we
So
can still
shared
use.
stratagem doesn't require an action, and
Okay.
devise a stratagem I was able to use for free since he's my.
Okay. Would you like
guy.
to do it again?
So, the only way I'm gonna hit him is if I roll a nat 20.
Then
No.
don't worry about it.
With a hero point, you've got 2 chances to do that.
I mean.
Gatings lines up a shot while you're
Right.
deciding.
Okay. I'll try
Boom!
one
Takes
more
a shot. Hits the armor and deflects off. He's like, oh, well, I see how this is. And he pulls out another shell and loads it in. And then he takes another shot. I rolled a natural 20 on my dice.
Okay. I will use my last patch.
And that's the first natural 20 on my red die, my new red dice.
I missed. So I'm not using the barrage.
Nope.
I tried.
It was a long shot.
Did you use another 4 though? Another attack 4, or did you just not do it because you're looking for 20?
I didn't. I didn't. I was because I like.
So he loads another shell and he cocks it back and goes boom, and you see lightning hit where the shell loads and lightning go out the gun.
Oh yes.
All right.
Hold on
And I
here.
have that in campaign 2.
Audience members, it's a be here round. I need. Let me make sure. Let me make sure you guys can do this. Because I want to make sure I have a die roll here for you. I don't want to take away this because I want the audience to roll it. Because I don't know what D levels I have in here. I might not have. I might not have this many D8. Might not have this many D8 in one. We can look it up though. I do not. I will quickly fix that. So, you guys are going to be rolling a 10d8 round here. Give me a sec. We're gonna do a new
He's
one.
making the dice chat right now.
What's that?
People started rolling in chat.
No,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
he's
no, no,
making
not
a
yet, not yet.
command.
I'm adding it. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. As I have to correct things to make these work right, as we found out the hard way. This is an easy one though, because it's just 81 and 8. All right, so it's activated. 10d8 in chat. Exclamation point 10d8. This is for the lightning round from Gatings. I mean, I'm only
75.
taking half.
Whoa! Yes.
So 75. So 111.
Amazing.
So half of that is what? 33, 32. No.
I think
40.
Cher's getting revenge
38.
for Sombra's dad right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
38. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. 38.
So many finger guns are blasted right now because I'm putting them in chat.
So as that lightning hits him as well, he rocks back a little bit. He's not pulling, he like moves his hand away, because now he's like trying to block the shots coming in. So he's not pulling the ley lines. Is there anything Everston wants to do? Or are you just prepping to block whips? Yeah, I have to resubscribe to do it.
All right, never mind then.
The new Baja Finger Blast Muffler Cake. So basically, you have to give the bot a subscription for those to work, which is so fucking stupid. But anyway. So is there anything that Everson wants to do?
Well, the next time someone uses that command in chat, Eric can just do it all manually.
No, I can't. That is not happening.
What do I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
I want to load a magical item into the...
A new one or one you already had?
The hopper?
New
Something from the hopper?
Okay, so you're using a magical item.
Magic.
We pull up my tables. Audience, I need a D12. And I need... This is a magical one, so... And a D8. D12 and a D8. An 11, okay.
11.
And a 4, so...
Well, that's another 12. Hold on. D8 in there. We can choose 11 or 4 if it's... Well, it's a 4 anyway.
Doesn't
Okay,
matter. So,
cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I need a D6 for what type of item it is out of this 11 spot. So, D6. The D8, on an 8, it is a +2 striking weapon.
Me too.
A 2. +2 striking weapon. And it does good align damage.
Darkane Bane. Wow. Good align. Hey, that's perfect.
Good align. It goes...
What kind of item is it?
Oh shit, I forgot about that. I need a D20. I forgot the fucking random item. I was just doing the properties. Give me a D20 for the random... Oh, fuck. It's a random item. I'm going to roll for the size here. Okay.
I hope it's partially aerodynamic.
Nothing you shot out of this has been here. Well, that's not true. The weather vane was sort of aerodynamic. A 5. Hold on here. I gotta pull up the separate table. It is.
So I'm using my aiming power, which I always forget the name of. Incredible aim. So I get another little +2 on here, and it's going to ignore any concealment if you may have it.
Random.
And I'll wait for you to.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the item generator.
Or
It's being
tell
a
you the
bitch.
result of my roll.
It doesn't want to pull up the... Does not want to pull up my random item generator. Oh, great. I have to use Time Machine for it. It's gone. All right, we'll use my backup one. It is, what did they roll? A 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how I would do that.
This dead face, though.
It shoots out a string of bone-like knuckle bone digits on a rod. And the last one, no, sorry, the first one that goes out because it make more sense is a giant's face with its mouth open.
Okay.
It's like a skewer with like a giant's face carved on the end with a mouth open and like finger bones from a giant.
All right, that's cool.
Not for me, it isn't.
Natural 20.
Yes!
Natural 20 for a 52.
Can I get a wisdom will save from you?
A will save? Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Hey, that's not bad. That's
because you shot it.
42.
So you just shot
thing. It's a crit success.
Something known as the Doomed Titan's Knucklebone of Hunger. That is what it is called.
It's gonna lie.
He's a very good.
It is well, hold on. This is considered a holy item. That's why it is currently. I guess holy would probably be positive energy. Holy is holy an alignment for damage anymore?
Holy, I think it'd be good.
So good. That's why I did it right then. So good.
Yeah.
Good alignment.
And what did you get for your will save?
42.
Okay, we are in the plane of limbo, so you do believe it's real. I need to make sure you believe it's real, or otherwise it would shift. When it shoots and it hits, on impact, on failed save, you are devoured whole. So I have to make a saving throw. I'm gonna be spending all my villain points.
Can I spend a hero point to make you fail?
No, but you do need to give me your damage for the crit though, and for being a large object that you shot.
Large object. Okay.
Yeah, because it's a giant's object.
Wow.
I'm spending villain points.
Thank you, Cher. I appreciate the giant, the holy giant knucklebone devouring.
Okay, I don't die outright.
That's
like the sound of that.
Too bad.
How much damage do you tack on to the 140 something that we've taken so far?
Drew's missing out. That's all I got.
55 plus another 4 sonic. So
sure, why not?
Wait,
59,
was that with your crit?
And I know that's with the crit, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And if he can fail a DC 24 fortitude save, he might be deafened for a minute or an hour on a crit fail.
I'm spending villain points on that. I'm not going to be deaf. All right, I'm not deaf. How many points was it? 50 what?
50.
55?
50.
I thought you said
59?
59 points? Okay.
What did I say, chat?
Because you said like 54 plus something.
Plus your sonic
Plus
damage.
the D6 sonic. So yeah, 59 totals.
cool.
4 sonic, so yeah.
When he gets hit, I'm just going to say
alive.
this face is screaming, because that's the only thing that makes any sense for the goddamn sonic damage. As you shoot this out of that, what is it, the big cannon? It's got like the revolver on it, doesn't it?
It's the flat gun, right. So it's this big long barrel, and it's got this like rotating drum on it that's made from like the soul of a Zorn.
Oh, that's
those
it's
things
right.
are.
It's got the hands that rotate it.
Yeah, the hands rotate it, and it's got like the little eye. Yeah, so like it rotates, and magically, no matter whatever item is shot out, it is fired from the flat cannon, even if it's a weather vane or whatever. It does come out of the gun, so it's just.
So when this
nice
thing hits,
big boomstick.
it hits him in the shoulder and bites onto the armor, and it devours the core, like the armor that he has. It doesn't, like that whole shoulder is gone. He grabs onto the knuckle bones that are down and starts trying to pull it off himself. The other thing that happens with this is you have to make, is it 3 saves in a row to remove the Doom Titan's Lance of Hunger from you. So he's made 1. What is the group doing? Lillian, you haven't done anything yet? Omar's like, are we leaving?
Yes, we should probably be leaving pretty soon. Nora, Everston, and she's like
She's
yelling
taking
in the
the
general
pipe and
direction
screaming
of the
into
black
it?
box. I think we've done a good job. We should probably go back and get a nice rest, right?
Please,
You're gonna do great.
please, I want to sleep.
Enthusiasm.
Got that bloodlust.
Great, and what?
Infectious enthusiasm.
No. Oh, you're casting a spell on me? Or on them? Wait,
On us.
and you're casting it through the squawk box? Okay, so
Yes,
you
it is
just so you
verbal.
know, squawk box, the way the squawk box works, you have the option once a day to affect anyone who hears it. That's how Omar calms everybody on the train all the time.
Oh my god.
You know when Voss tries to scare them.
Because you're the
basically how
conductor, you have to be
enthusiasm works.
you have to be in the engine to do it. Yeah, but it's everybody on the train if you want.
Everybody on the train right now. Gatings.
Let's
All
get it.
Gatings,
Raskers.
the 22 Earth Guard that are here, the
Get it.
and
Get
what
it,
does
get
that
it.
give them a bonus of?
Every window on the train comes
Plus
down and all
Just-
these
Also,
gun
plus
barrels come
one
out.
status bonus to your choice of attack rolls, will saves, or charisma-based
Okay.
skill checks. We're going attack rolls right now.
There are 22 of them on here. They shoot as a group. I think that makes sense. The windows would slide down out of like the armored car, out of like the area behind the conductors, below where Nora is, because that's got it, the prison one, and out of the caboose. And they all level guns out, and you hear, ready! I need a d20 from the chat. I'm going to say we have a plus 25, unless we want to give them 4 attack cards. I think we should. Should we give them 4 attack
Train
cards? Do we want to
cars
use?
open up and-
Do we just want to use another barrage?
Do it.
If they hit, okay, we'll use 4.
Just hands!
Oh.
Just elves! Just hands! I'm
Needed.
excited.
Yes.
I love
I like
you.
this plan.
I love
Good
this
plan.
plan. Good plan. Bad plan.
There's mithril frying pans coming out of the dining car.
They're the level
You were
18
helping
mithril
so
pans that are
good.
super expensive.
Ah!
There's
Okay,
somebody
everybody,
picking
I
up
hope
a
you've enjoyed
smash door
season
with a
3 of
level
Ethauntia
17
Dark
lock in it,
Tides.
throwing that.
You can go ahead and catch Eric's other game coming up on a time and a place. And I guess now that he's gone, let's, you guys want to just play some Ogre Force? Just like RP it up?
Hell yeah.
Let's do
Let's
it.
have some muffler cake.
Crash milk.
These are
Crash
Celebrations
Crash
over.
milk.
technically not a milk.
Technically, yes. Technically, not a milk.
So Eric, while you were gone, we decided that Darkane gave up and split himself into several pieces to be distributed to all the other keepers.
So here's the problem. One, we're using a barrage card. We'll use. Is Nessie here? Is Nessie here? I don't see Nessie.
I haven't seen him in chat.
We're gonna use Anna's. Anna, we're using your barrage card. We're using your barrage card. Now, the way crits work in this game is you max the first set.
Yes.
So that's 120, right? No, sorry. 120. And now I need to make a chat command for barrage. Because we don't have a chat command for barrage, because that would be stupid.
Why would we ever need that? No,
Why would we need that?
Why would we ever need a chat command? So we're gonna do 10d12, right? That's what we said, barrage, right? 10d12, correct? New command.
10d12 unless it was like the...
No,
that one, I
10d12
guess,
is
yeah.
against a person, right? Yeah. So 10. I'm just gonna call it barrage. We'll see if the users know how to spell barrage. So 10 to 121 possible damage. I'm gonna activate the command. Okay, someone exclamation point barrage. We'll add this on top of the 120 damage base. Don't worry, Eric. They won't hurt this guy.
45.
Love to see it.
Minus my... So you did 140 points to me because you don't have you can't bypass his resistance with that. I have taken 348 damage. So he gets riddled by a Gatling gun, shot and deflects a shot from a rifle, gets shot by electricity. The once-a-day action to help everybody through the squawk box with the conductors. Everyone gets bonuses. They roll natural 20.
And he's got a bone just eating his
He gets
shoulder.
barraged, and on top of all this, he's still getting eaten by a giant's face. Cool. Are we leaving? Or are we staying?
I'm loading up the Gatling gun again.
Oh my god.
Silver's like, shing.
Now, you told Omar to leave.
I said, if it goes bad, we're gonna bail.
He's not paying attention to anything but driving the train. Because he has to do it mentally now, because you're in limbo. So...
We can get some parting shots.
I would like initiative between Omar and the rest of the fucking group. And then if you guys just beat Omar, whoever beats him gets a parting shot. I can't use villain points. He's not a villain.
This is his villain origin story.
It's gonna be.
Fucking grave lighters.
Fuck these guys fucking my train up.
I got 29. Or no, I'm sorry, a 39.
Okay. So we have a 39. What's the other people who are firing? Todd, are you gonna fire again? Is Everson gonna fire?
Sure.
Okay, so we got a 39 for Nora. What did you get?
I got a 44.
Okay.
46.
I'm assuming Lillian's not gonna fire.
No. I don't think I really can.
Are you going to
honestly,
cast another
with what's
spell?
going
You wouldn't
on.
be able to do it to everybody this time to the squawk box.
No, what I would actually like to do is I would like to make a knowledge check, either occult or arcana, whichever you prefer. I could also do religion, to see if there's anything I've read about in my studies that might, like, basically.
What do you want to
now that I've
know? And I'll
seen
give you
Omar-
I'll give you the category I need to check in. What do you want to know? What are you
After
trying to
seeing
figure out?
Omar's eyes light up blue,
Mhm.
reminding me of the Keeper of Dreams,
Mhm.
I want to see if there's like a common bloodline. Oh shit! I got fucking heraldry.
Boy,
I have knowledge,
I
like
guess.
genealogy, basically.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a fucking crapshoot, but sure. Why not? People roll 20s tonight. Why not? Why not? You don't even have to have an initiative roll for this. I'll just let you roll it because it's like speed of thought. Fuck it. Why not? What am I here for? Don't worry. Pretty certain AIs will just GM too.
No. It's okay, Eric. You're gonna be happy with this roll. It's only a 32.
Are you happy with that, or would you like to spend a hero point? Or a patch? You got 2 more patches. You might as well use them.
Oh, patch party. Let's do it. Yeah.
That's 5 patches you've used tonight.
35.
35. Yes, it looks similar. Anytime the Keeper of Dreams used her power to control, like, the dream realm itself and material, her eyes would light up like that.
Okay.
And he is flying upwards right now, out of limbo.
Okay. And
Nightmare realm below, dream realm above.
Cool.
You're in limbo.
And we're flying up.
You're flying up.
That sounds lovely.
My initiative. Audience, give me a d20 for all the people who are barraging, because we do have barrage cards left, and I'm sure you're going to use that again. So, I got a 39. Everson's got a 44, and Nora's got a what? A 39?
39.
What's your bonus?
It's a +4.
Total? No, your total bonus to initiative.
Bonus is a +27.
We need to roll again. We're tied.
Okay.
Yeah, her bonus is +4. She rolled 39.
Another villain point.
35 on her.
I thought you couldn't use villain points with Omar unless this is his origin story.
No, this is for Darkane.
Oh, for Darkane? Okay, I was like,
No, Omar got a 30, so you're fine.
I got a 19 on the die. Yeah.
Okay. You beat me then. So Darkane doesn't get to. Oh no! Yeah, no, you did beat me. I said 9, not a 19. Damn. All right. So then that means what did the audience get? A 6. Okay. So unfortunately, our 11. You will not be going before Darkane. Omar. So Everston and Nora, you get to go. Then Omar will be taking us out of here.
Yeah, we can't accept Amir's rolls unless it's a 1. Thank you.
He rolled.
One
He
or 20.
fucking yesterday rolled a 20.
So I said a 1 or a
On
20.
fire.
So come on, Nora.
I mean, Everston, if you're fine with
are you
me
both going?
first.
Well, I'm assuming you're both firing. Might as well just both roll.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So let's start with this. Are you both taking 4 bonuses to attack from the Streamlets cards?
Um,
Might as well, right?
this one for my first attack. Yeah.
All right. So +4. Is Everston also going to take a +4?
Just checking. Oh, I can't. I'd have to load. Let's see. Interact. Reload. Okay. I will reload a magic item.
Mm-hmm. We're doing another
Curiosity
magic item.
Sorter.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will use 2 actions to use Incredible Aim and fire it.
Are you going to also use the plus? What I'm asking though, I'm marking Streamloot cards.
+4.
Off. Okay, so
Yes,
here's
sorry.
1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4. So
+4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're using Serving Hands, Tricksters, 2 from KJ, 1 from DK, 1 from KJ, 1 from Allie, 1 from Trickster. So those are 2 groups of +4. Give me your rolls to hit.
52 to hit.
I'm using a hero
It's
point.
not an at 20 like last time though, because I used the +4. Got me the same result.
Not a crit, but it does hit me.
Probably not a crit, but I got a 41.
You want to patch
doesn't
that?
hit?
It does not hit.
A 41 doesn't hit?
No.
I'll hero point it then.
I was not aware the first time you shot me.
First time? That's okay.
I am aware now because I have been shot a lot and I have something gnawing on my shoulder. You patching it or hero pointing it?
I'm hero pointing it.
All right.
I gotta redo this math real quick. Oh. Okay. That's a 19 for a 44.
That hits me.
Okay.
So, Everston, are we doing the random fucking chaos table again here?
That absolutely.
All right.
Magic item away.
And if I well, honestly, it doesn't matter.
I need a D20 first from the audience.
It might matter.
I need a D20, a D8, and a D6.
I'm using the devise a stratagem, and I'm using shared stratagem, so he's flat-footed to Everston in case that pushes it up to a crit.
What was your total, Todd?
52.
How
So
much?
now
would
it's
be a-
54.
That makes it a crit. He's a 44.
Oh no, it's a 52 and his AC is lowered by 2. But
Yeah.
Same thing. Yes, you love to see it. All right, so let me just add this up again.
Get it.
All right, let's
I'm
do a
using a barrage
D20, a
card.
2. So let me re-roll these. A 2. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck this is.
I feel like that's the entire episode.
Even is
so far.
that?
Boss is gonna get back and be like, "What?"
I
did you
have to
guys
roll. Okay. A sphere of. It's a perfect sphere of blues and maroons and fuchsias that shoot out of your cannon, and leaves behind this glowing red trail. What was the D8? A 3. That is on the random chart roll.
orb
1,
from,
2, 3. Fire. So just fire damage. D6, and it is a medium, so a large object because they rolled a 5. 5 and 6 is large. So a large object. Now I don't know what I have no idea, so we're gonna be making this up. It is a charismatic Quester sphere of desire. I have no idea. You're shooting him with a charismatic desire sphere. I don't know what that
Desire him
is.
to be dead.
Yeah, well, I had to make a will save though, because it does. Well, it says a different save, but will save for our game.
Give me that old fort save for deafness too, please. DC.
I'll do my will save first, because I already rolled and said will. I beat the DC, so it just does extra damage. So you need to give me an extra 3d6 damage, as they resist the pain of coming in physical contact with you.
Nice.
Probably better that he resisted this than didn't.
You want that added to the total damage?
Yeah. It is critical. So you would do max it and then add that to it. And then what do I have to roll for you for the deafness?
24. DC 24.
I'm gonna have to
fortitude.
spend fucking villain points again. I'm not deaf. Okay. What is your total damage? This will not bypass his DR this time, or his hardness, resistance. If I could talk right.
Total, all told, it's 89 damage.
And my damage was 105.
Give me a second. I gotta do them individually here. 348. And how many points was it, Todd? 348. What? How much?
You said 89.
89. Sorry.
Okay.
89. Just rounded to.
Okay. And then Kelly, what's yours?
105.
He gets rocked from the barrage, and then audience, you need to give me. Oh no, you won't get to shoot shit. There won't be a barrage from them because they're too slow. He gets rocked from 2 Gatling barrages. I have to make another save for the thing gnawing on me. Fuck. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna spend villainy points as I'm tearing this thing off me. Fuck. Okay. That was a lot of villain points. I've spent 15 villain points with this fight. I finally tear that thing off of me, and I'm holding it. The Gatling the second time, and the sphere you hit him with, they hit him in the chest, knocks him backwards towards the ley lines, and it rips the armor off of him and starts to disassemble him.
Oh.
And then the train whoop, goes through and comes out back in Merrifield. None of this is what I had planned tonight, of course. I planned stuff. I have a whole sheet of planning with like fucking research stuff and all these things that we talked about. None of that happens because Kelly gets a Gatling gun in her hand. So never give Nora a Gatling gun. It's like never giving a gun to a baby, never give a Gatling gun to an investigator. Like you just don't do that shit. So
don't give a Gatling gun to an investigator with a warrior's training ring.
So don't fuck that ring. So audience, as they park back into the station and it comes a halt, Omar looks back to Lillian. His eyes kind of fade from that, and he goes, "Whew, are you okay?" And he like kind of like is checking on her because she's all beat up as well, and he's like exhausted.
I'm fine.
You have a lot of is that mud? And he like rubs your face and like rubs the chocolate.
Honestly, I don't quite know. We're safe. We're back now. It's done. We're done for now. We're done.
Are they flirty?
Wow. Oh my.
Absolutely.
I'm asking Lillian if that is what she is doing. You know, Darkane's out of the picture. I mean, Bartleby. Well, at least for dating purposes. And the doctor's really no good
Bartleby's
unless you
out of
want,
the dating pool.
you know, blood
Doctor's
all
out
over
of the
your
dating
bed.
pool.
You're the dandy, not me. I'm just giving that option for you to make a roll if you would like to.
I don't normally go for the nice guys, but I think it might be time for a change.
Omar's gonna die. So
This is how Omar dies. Not from 3 seasons.
no, this is how Omar gets to use villain points. Are you gonna try to seduce this guy, Omar? Are you going to?
I mean, I think
One
like
year-
dinner might be nice.
I don't know if you actually never do actually not try to seduce people, like as your character. I feel like your character constantly is always
Not on purpose.
Moving on to the next best thing.
It's just accidental. It's just what snakes do.
1 year from now,
You know what they say about snakes.
Should have been
1
a
year from
cobra.
now, we do the Gravelighters reunion one shot, and it's all about like Lillian's
the
relationship with.
Leon's got a
Omar.
harem, but they're all all
bad.
dead.
They're all spirits in Merrifield.
Why do you have so many
Oh my
spirits around you? Past relationships. Ask Nix. He knows all about it. Anyway, so give me your roll. If you're going to try to charm him, I will start a table for Omar for you to eventually charm this guy. I had Omar down here as something else for the day, but I guess I have to put a charm table next to him.
So is this going to be diplomacy or
Persuasion.
social?
It's persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah, that's what charming is under is persuasion stuff. So that's under
So it'd be
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
Yeah, diplomacy has categories underneath it. One of them is charm and persuade.
Right. Do you notice that 20 on Omar? This is where the nat 20s come in.
I'm just gonna
Don't move your camera.
There you go.
Okay.
Ah,
she
yeah,
did it.
Boulder Bee.
Boulder Bee.
Give up
is giving
one
you the
husband to
nat
take
20.
another to
Nat
wear his
20.
skin. Okay, that's a critical
Boulder-
success, so
Boulder
that's
Bee is-
2.
Giving you his blessing to move on to a nice guy.
With that said, Omar's like, well, let me help you. I will do prestidigitation to clean you. Like, so you don't have the chocolate and shit on you and you look like you normally do. And then he is going to heal you for 50 points. And then I'm going to cast resistance versus chaos on you because we were just in limbo and that makes the most sense for this.
Aw.
He's like,
That's very
if you need
kind.
to rest, my train car is right behind. You feel free. There's a couch, a chaise lounge. When you first walk in, you could more than welcome to lay there. I will go speak with the rest of your team. Just rest, be well. And he like opens up the side of the engine car and jumps out as it comes to a stop at the conductor's platform. For some reason, I'm just envisioning Gatings, Nora, and Everson look at each other, and Gatings like raises his hand and high fives Nora through the fucking slot, and the like domed Gatling gun, and he high fives over because he's large too because he's in a Thomas. He's like, I just gotta say, when I joined this train, shooting at a deific creature was never on my bucket list, but I'll tell you what it is now. It's on my bucket list. This is the best thing I've ever bought. And he like pulls out a small box of Thunderstruck shotgun rounds or rifle rounds. He's like, Colin hooked me up good with these. Never knew they were worth this much. We going back there to finish what we started?
I look, I'm like, it looks like Omar has
What are you
debarked,
doing?
so-
He's yelling at you running down the train, like on the conductor's ramp. He's just screaming at you guys.
Who, Omar?
Yeah, he's
Or
like
boss?
walking down the ramp, yelling at all of you. You shot at a dead. We're dead. He's gonna come after us. He's like freaking out right now. Omar never freaks out.
He was going to come after us anyway. He was
We
absorbing
could've
the
just
energy.
left.
And let him absorb the energy from the ley lines?
It's not in our realm. We could have just packed up and went home.
He turned my car into a nightmare, Omar.
He's not going to stop.
And that
I'd
was
rather he focus on us than the rest of the world.
I'm so worried that this is going to turn out poorly for all of us.
it was on the way.
And he's like
until
talking to you. Are you guys
anyway.
getting down
Like,
out
no,
of the car?
I come down.
Okay.
I come down, and I'm like, he had a vessel trapped in between the floorboards and the walls of my train car, Omar, and they were using him to make a vessel. I really don't think us going in there and stopping him from absorbing the ley lines that were originally tied to that vessel
He like
is going
straightens
to
his
make him,
clothes and like rebuttons his
it's going
vest
to
as
make
you're
him
talking.
hate us even more than he already does.
Okay. I did not know that. I apologize for yelling. I don't lose my temper. I don't feel quite myself right now. I'm a little flustered. Why was there a vessel trapped on our train?
I don't know. And I need to try and figure that out. But they've been there probably for as long as this has been happening.
We need to speak with anyone that we can find that may have insight into what just happened. It would be 5 days ago on the train. That dinner party that turned into a murder with no mystery. We really need to kind of figure out what's going on. I trust y'all that you're back. I love that you're back. I'm happy that we picked you up. But we have to put a bow on this and fix it. We can't keep putting the citizens of Merrifield. It's like people start to come to the train thing that missed the train when he was just leaving. Like people are showing up. He's like, we need to solve this.
I wanted to buy us some time.
Time bought in bullets. I got it. But what do we do now?
Well, if Voss made it, he's taken the vessel to our newest arrival. And she should know more than any of us what to do with him.
Wait, what vessel?
The vessel I just told you about that was in the floorboards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the one that is at the front of the train.
I'm sorry, there's a what now?
The woman who came up and had the chocolate on her face.
That's Miss Foxglove.
Yeah, but I mean, she's obviously one of them.
Eyes are just gonna slowly turn to look at Foxglove.
She's not out here. She's in his train car, was my understanding, right? You were gonna go rest? Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
Was that the shotgun noise?
Last I knew, Foxglove wasn't a vessel, so.
I mean, she was severely damaged. She came back bringing something else with her. She's carrying something.
Well, then we'll have to figure that out.
Before sending her through the web, I was able to put her consciousness back into her body by touching the Dream Devourer to her head. She did go back, and it went limp.
Maybe that's it. I know the city has been studying all that stuff. The Dream Knights have been looking into. Let's can we go to either like my car or yours is a crime scene? No, don't disturb my crime scene. Can we go to your office in the city or to somewhere else to discuss this? I'll just say the train is offline for the day. Actually, Gatings. He's like, I'm right here. He's like, you were involved. He's like, that was the best day I've had in a long time. We haven't shot anything of value in weeks. He's like, you're a guard, not a murderer. No offense, but that's not your job. He's like, I carry a rifle. But yeah, where are we going? He's like, we're going down the southern coast into New Bolivar. Can you please go pick the people up so we're not late? This train is never late. I will stay here and discuss things with them, but first I need to go get Miss Foxglove out of the train car. I will be back. Where would you like me to meet you?
So this is just me thinking out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Nora is like, well, if she's also a vessel, potentially, and has been marked after the rules that I made, again, I think that the Keeper of Dreams would be the best one to verify if those marks have been made on Foxglove, and maybe have a way to remove them. So I would vote to take her with us.
To the Studium?
Yes, to the Studium.
He's like, what is that? If you look and point in the city, is now an actual like redone, refurbished building that is made of like this blue stone.
It's that building that has been under construction or whatever since, I don't know.
That is just a clearing. There's nothing there. There's a clearing.
And Omar,
I can
Omar's
see, I
saying
can
he
see,
doesn't see it.
Yeah, Omar. He's like, I can see the Sunburst Winery that has been rebuilt. I can see the air tower, but he does not seem to be able to see what you're pointing at.
Must be a security feature.
Gating is like that big blue building? That one? You can't see that. Is he's like climbing down and getting ready to go to the front of the train. He's like, no, there's no big blue building. I'll let you guys figure it out. I got to make the train on time. Have fun, Omar. And he slaps him on the back and starts walking to the front of the train. When he walks by the conductor's train car, he smacks the side of the train car. He's like, Foxglove, they want you in the back of the train. Stop sleeping. No rest for the weary.
Okay. That's fine.
Foxglove, I would like a fortitude save for you for exhaustion.
Okay. We're fine.
Hey man, flirting with Omar takes a lot out of you.
More about dying and coming back to life in the...
you know.
I have a final patch, right?
There is one left from you. There is one. Would you like to use that? You're only 20s at once today.
Yeah,
I
we're
see.
gonna do that right now.
Yeah, that's 6 for you for the night.
Who do I have to thank for this one?
I don't know who the last one was from. That would have been way up here. I think it was DK.
Okay. I think it was DK.
Thank you, DK!
It'll be a 1. Don't worry about it.
It's a fake out. It's a nat 20, right?
Foxglove, I can tell you that you have... Let's see if you have a hero point here.
I do, but I already re-rolled.
No. If there's another one. Oh, you already rolled. What'd you get?
27.
You are fatigued.
Cool.
Well, at least you didn't like fall down.
No, you're not back asleep. You are fatigued. Fatigue is bad, but it's not horrible. You just can't do all the exploration stuff, those actions and things like that, which means you need to sleep before we study, which is fine. And you probably want to sleep anyway to rest and get your spells back and to make another save against nightmares. So, the rest of you, are you taking Omar with you to the Studium to kind of close out tonight's show?
Yeah, because I'm concerned that he can't see it if he is a creature of dreams.
I thought he was just rolling out. Oh,
No, he's sending Gatings to take the train.
Yeah.
It'll be his, I don't know, what is another engineer and the head of security is going to, the railjack is going to take the train there and come back. It's a very simple trip.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just gotta tell you, I just heard a train whistle in the background. And
As the fucking the Tide Runner starts to leave. So if we're all going towards the Studium, oh my god.
Got him. How's our sound engineer?
I didn't know you had. Did you pick that up recently?
No, I've had this for a decade or more.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
train whistle. He's got a train on it.
And it's green.
A green train. That's the Tide Runner. Yeah.
Fuck me. Do we need to start selling train whistles?
Yes.
So and
you
clip.
get
Thanks.
a wood burning kit and just make a stamp.
There you go.
I have a wood burning kit.
Cool. No, you want the brand. It's much easier than having to manually do it. So we'll cut to you guys standing outside of the Studium to kind of wrap up our evening. I had stuff planned for a town hall. We're gonna have to do it at the beginning of next episode. I mean, you already fucked him up, so I guess we're halfway to victory. When you show up there, Omar's like, "This is it's a one-story destroyed building," is what Omar says. And you guys can see it clear as day. Other people are walking around the building. Some people are even commenting, like, "Oh, did you see the new building? That's thing, I feel like it went up overnight." Like, people are kind of commenting as they're walking around Merrifield out in the open. It is, I believe we said we're in fall, if I remember correctly, right now. Or spring. No, we're in spring right now. We're in spring right now. So people are kind of, they all see it. And he's like, I can touch it. I see the building, but I don't see what you see. You gonna open the door and go in?
We'll
We'll see if you can come in with us. Perhaps it's some sort of protective.
I was gonna go in
layering.
and ask the Keeper of Dreams if she set something up so he wouldn't find her, but let's bring her in. That's fine.
It's up to you guys. I mean, you could do both. You'd be like, hey, wait here a minute if that's what you want to do. I won't argue. We're not in combat rounds.
I would say let me go in first. See what's happening.
Nora gets paid the big bucks.
So you're gonna go
Roll that
in
salary.
and roll that salary. So you're gonna go in.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you head into the building, the place is redone. It's very clean. It's well maintained. There are a bunch of those scripture spirits floating around and like organizing books and stuff. Numerous floors have been added on the inside of this place. And when you come in within a few moments, she seems to come out of like the in between shelves. She's like, "Oh, Nora, it's wonderful to see you. Look at this place. It is upgraded so quickly. The dreams are coming back in the area. I can feel the dreams. They are profound and they're not coated in darkness. I think we are making headway, especially since 2 more of those fucking cards are played today. I mean, 2 more of those wonderful cards are played today. And I don't know why legendary cards are getting picked out of that pile, and I know they're not craftable. I don't know what's going on." And she's like, "So, what can I do for you? Can I help you with setting things up? Are we ready to take on the Keeper of Nightmares?"
There's a lot that's happened.
Do tell. Do I need to slow time?
Maybe just because I don't want people to get too suspicious outside.
Well, is it just you or the rest of them outside?
Yes, but
Okay, but
we have a vessel that had been trapped in my train car.
Oh, Voss already brought that one.
Okay. Miss Foxglove may apparently be another vessel, according to Omar.
That's the beautiful woman, gray hair.
Yeah.
She's not a vessel.
Well, something may have changed during our latest adventure.
You can't just become a vessel overnight. You were either born or made into one.
And I guess what happens on Limbo doesn't stay in Limbo. We're not sure. That's why we're bringing her. I think the most concerning part to me right now is that Omar doesn't see this building. Was that intentional on your part?
Yes.
Okay.
And not in a bad way. Just that, if I'm honest, seeing one of my own creations is always just very odd. So I made it so that creations of mine from dreams that I've sent out in the world can't see the place unless they find it. I will never deny them from coming in, but it's just easier if that conversation of where did that come from? How did you make me? That kind of thing, it's a little awkward.
Okay, well that actually makes me feel better because I wasn't sure if something had happened.
But if he's important, I'm willing to explain. I'm not like I'm not. They are people. I've just granted them abilities outside of what they normally have, and that explanation's odd.
We witnessed that in Limbo when the Tide Runner grew wings or something and flew around.
Oh, no. So Limbo is a place between the 2 realms and any one of Nightmare or Dreams, or if you're a native of Limbo. Oh, by the way, if you find a native of Limbo, avoid them. But if you are from Dreams or Nightmare, you can use Limbo as a quick way of travel. So you can activate your ability to control the plane itself.
Okay, well...
Not in a large way, usually in small, unless you're a god or a keeper or something, then nothing huge, but in small ways you can like make yourself fly when you normally couldn't fly, or up is down and down is up.
Could you make a train fly?
A what?
The Tide Runner? You said
the whistle noise. Oh, that thing.
You said that he was designing trains, but he wasn't successful before everything happened.
It's feasible if that's considered something that is maybe tightly bound to him in some form or fashion. Then sure, within reason.
Okay.
I don't see why not. Your world works different than what I remember. You use souls for everything, so it's feasible. Yes.
All right.
It would be very taxing or draining for an individual that hasn't practiced, though.
Okay. Well, let's bring Miss Foxglove in.
Bring them all in. If you wish to bring Omar in, I will take him aside and have a conversation with him. He may take it well. I've met him in passing. He's just never been in here.
All right. I'll be right back. So I go back out and I basically say like, okay, Omar, it's kind of a security thing, but you can come in if you would like.
So he's sitting down and like actually he's probably talking to somebody else on the street as you went in to talk. And he's talking to them, and when he turns back around, he's like, oh, I see the building. This was not here.
It was a somewhat of a security measure.
This was not here, though. I'm not crazy.
It wasn't here a couple months ago. You are correct.
Oh, okay. Whew. I've seen things before, and I just, you never know. Spirits and stuff.
So if we would all like to head inside.
Yeah, sure. I didn't fail my save. Sure, I guess we could go in.
I mean, if he doesn't want
to. No, anything to help the community and to help Merrifield, I will go.
It will definitely be less intimidating than what just happened on the Tide Runner.
Oh.
In my opinion, at least.
Yeah, that sounds... I love it. Let's go in. And he does love to read, so he will be happy when you go into this
Okay.
So he walks in, and she waits until he walks in and everyone else walks by, and she walks up and immediately puts her hand on the back of Lillian's head. She goes, she's not a vessel, but she is ill.
I could use a little nap. That would be
nice. I don't have places to sleep in here. I mean, I guess you could find a floor. The scripture construct should be fine.
I like a floor. A floor sounds nice.
Okay, it's a second floor, back corner, and she like points up next to the door behind. There's a chair. There's a lovely large chair up there. You gonna make your way up and go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
It seems like a safe place to take a little nap.
Cool. If that's what you wish. And she goes like this, and one of the scripture constructs come out, and they're like, follow us upstairs. There are many things. Would you like anything to read to help you fall asleep?
No, that's okay. I'm going to listen to the conversation. I'm going to take it all in. I'm going to take out all of it in.
We've all heard that conversation. 5 seconds later, the person's asleep watching the show with you. We'll get to Lillian's save then. The rest of you come in. That means that we will be picking up inside of here as she circles back around and tells Nora, listen, I'm assuming we're going to begin studying in the grandness that is the studium now. Can I have a few moments with Omar away from everybody to maybe help him peruse and find some of the solutions on his own?
I'm fine with that. I'll actually go up and check on Miss Foxglove because she was injured. Like, this isn't me like being like.
Bring your stopwatch out or your pocket watch out, Everston, if you have one as well. I can slow time. I can give you about 2 weeks before I need to let it spin back up, and then I can delay this again. But I can give you 2 weeks of study uninterrupted, and nothing more than a day will pass outside. True dream state.
I am. Kelly and Nora are both 110% okay with this.
Like, I'm fucking moving in here. Fuck my office. You make an office on another floor, please? Someone play another legendary card. I need an office. If you wish to do that, I can give you all 2 weeks. Voss is already with the other vessel. I have the vessel in one of the chairs wrapped in scripture to stop it from being found. We can discuss all this, but I will tell you that vessel is set specifically to be a vessel for a keeper, but not Darkane. The markings of Darkane are not on there. There are tons
please
of
stop
markings.
saying his name.
Time has stopped here. You won't hear them until we're done.
Okay. I apologize.
Oh.
That's how everything happened
I
on
see.
the train. He said the name
the
3
keeper,
times.
We'll call him DK. Hilarious that we have a DK in chat. We'll call him DK. keeper that we are speaking of, with this individual wrapped the vessel, I noticed that all the markings on them are of the true faith. I
Those
believe
seem
this
reasonable.
vessel was stolen.
Okay, that tracks with what I pieced
Believe
together.
this vessel is for one of the upper, I don't know what they would call them in your religion, but in our world previous, they would be like high priest or maybe even a direct descendant of a god or an avatar. But the vessel, I believe, is set to be for someone of your faith here.
Speaker.
I don't know. I don't know the true faith. I was building stuff. I haven't studied this area that much.
Oh no, that's fine. Nope. The markings, I was able to piece some stuff together.
So he is in scripture, which means he will not be found for now.
All right.
It won't last forever, but I cannot rewrap him again. There will be an opening where whoever is looking for him will be able to find him. If it is the person we don't want to speak about, it is going to be harder to find us if you did stop him from the little things that you've told me. If you were to find magic in limbo and connect the two worlds together, the two realms, it'd be much easier to get here.
I think we either stopped.
There
it or
wasn't a
put it
body
down.
left.
Well, it was in limbo. Who
You
knows?
did 400 and something points of damage to that poor villain.
World's smallest island for that villain.
It was exactly, hold on. If I take out everything, hold on here. If I take out all the DR, or the I keep saying DR, the resistances. So
all his remaining points.
Over it was 615 to 620 points before I took out all of his resistance.
Oh. It's almost like we were playing Ogre Force.
Except it wasn't one shot to Anubis.
Take that, Anubis.
Fair.
Yeah.
So with that, she says, and your friend upstairs, she does have a nightmare creature in her. If you wish, I could remove it. I'll be indisposed for a little bit, but
That might be
maybe a
best.
day.
I saw it crawl out of her, and then Everston put it back.
Everston did cram it back in. No, you belong in the skull of this individual.
Well, I thought that was putting her right.
That was 100% what I would have done too.
Put a thing in her.
Be
again.
like, these are 2 parts. Now it's whole. Put
And-
the
and
egg
even
back in the
then-
shell.
Even beyond that,
Unscramble
even beyond that, it's not going into Bartleby. So really, win-win.
So
Win.
we will.
Like Everston, if you were on Ripley's ship, would you be like, face hugger, go back into stomach of?
Absolutely. So is it a horror movie? 100%.
If Everston failed the queen earlier, yes.
So I will cut with 2 scenes for the end of this show. One will be obviously Nora when finally the Keeper of Dreams walks away and speaks with Omar, and then takes Omar up and gives him some books to look at as he pieces it together on his own. Knowledge of the dream realm, a construct of dreams, controlling dreams. Starts placing them all together, and like the bottom book is like creatures created by the Keeper of Dreams, and there's like a name list, and he's like going through it. And she walks over to Lillian and goes, "Poor dear, this has been such a ride from you, being a creature of nightmare and then infested with a creature of nightmare and no longer really knowing who she is. This has gotta be horrible." She like looks down over the ledge to the rest of the party doing something like gathering books. She goes, "I wonder how much I should fix." And then cuts back down as the camera kind of floats back down through the books that are being moved around, the floating scrolls and tapestries in the area, to Nora being in what may be the first resemblance of like the perfect home. As scripture constructs just start bringing books over based on thought of what she is looking for. and they start putting books down and journals and things they can summon. And I would say even within the first day, you find out that if you think of your own journals, they can grab them and bring them here.
Hell yes.
There is some limitations. They cannot go to something that isn't connected to the realm of dreams. So they cannot go to the realm of nightmares and grab stuff. And they cannot go to certain other planes of existence and grab things. But to the Never and to other places they can go, there's a chance they could get caught. But for the most part, they arrive out of a bookshelf, they grab a book, and this is how every library, when someone comes back and says, no, I returned that book. And they're like, no, you didn't. It's their fault. They are the creatures that take those books and bring them here. They return them, but time is irrelevant here. So sometimes that day, and you get that 120-day fine from your library back in the day, their fault. Or it was in the bottom of your car, whatever. You know, Camaros have deep recesses under them. I may have done that as a kid. So as they are bringing everything to you, and Everston is there, and you guys start piecing together what is the plan, and Voss starts coming over and getting things together. You all are going to gate a level. Ooh. For our season finale. And everybody gets one level 10 item that will be crafted here for you during the 2 weeks. It cannot be a transportation item, and it cannot be an evocation item, because those are not things that she can manifest here. With that said, we will start our research next week. As soon as the research montage is done, we're going to go into a public town hall where the audience is going to get to vote. We've been trying to do this for 2 episodes, where the audience is going to get to vote. Terry and his cabinet are going to get to vote, and the grave lighters are going to get to vote. There will be no draw, because how it's done, it'll be vote within that group, total amount, yes or no, vote, total amount, yes or no. Audience will get a poll, they get to vote. And the vote is how you are going to deal with Darkane. Because there's only 2 options. You either kill him forever, or you capture him. And a world without nightmares isn't technically good. So,
I think we learned.
Nope. We're ending there. You guys destroyed my fun. No, I'm just kidding. That was actually amazing. I was fucking outstanding. I can't even be mad. But I'm really excited. Really excited that I now have a hungering mouth of the Titans to shoot back at somebody. I cannot wait. And I have an orb of desire. Well, unless that one fails its save, to maybe hit somebody with. What could go wrong? So that is it for our show tonight. I'm going to see if there's anyone on for us to raid. We usually raid Perception Studios, or the ladies if they're on, but I don't think there's anything tonight for ladies of D&D, is there?
There sure isn't. We are off tonight, so everybody should be sitting pretty here. Ayo.
I don't see anything.
I do see Perception on, though.
Yeah, I see Perception. Gilfs in space. We will do some stuff with Gilfs in space.
Where?
Oh, you haven't seen that before? We have, so if you're a Streamloot sub, you get to put reactions on screen when you do the Streamloot subs. And one of them is the Gilfs in Space gift that I made.
Okay. Sorry. I thought that there was a Gilfs in Space streaming group.
No, see, they just put it up again.
Hold on. I've got to pull it up.
You got like 30-second window. They just played it again.
Just nothing but Gilfs in Space.
So we're gonna rate Perception Studio. Thank you to everybody who purchased cards tonight. All the Studiums that got played tonight, nonsense, but you know, it is what it is. I'll go through the hero points, everything else. This Friday, we're going to have our town hall to do our last build for Merrifield before the season finale. Unless they fuck something up and it goes one more. But the goal is next week's the season finale, all because I have a clock ticking in the background, which you have delayed successfully, giving you a little bit more time to prep. The first half of our show next time will be prepping. The second half, execution. maybe real execution. We don't know. So thank you to everybody. We're at 1,566 cards. I'm going to be doing a couple live streams on YouTube this week to test things out. So make sure over on our YouTube that you are following that and subscribed, because when I go live, slowly but surely you guys will start seeing lives there, and I'm going to start doing builds for the Darkest House coming, I think, Thursday afternoon, and then on Friday afternoon, and then Friday night we'll have our town hall. It's a busy week for me. I'm on 5 days again, baby.
On YouTube, ring that bell for notifications so you know.
Yes, do the notifications. Well, don't worry, I have a whole bunch of shit getting recorded for those speeches, so I don't have to say them every time. I think if you put !YouTube in, I think it pulls up our YouTubes. Or is it YT?
No, might be YT.
There you go. I will say if we hit 1,000 followers, I'm giving away stuff. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Instantly transported. That was great.
I